Yo, 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 yo. I said, yo, 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 yo. We live, baby. What's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back in the building, man. What's going on, y'all? Hope everybody had a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. You know what I'm saying? We definitely back in the building for sure, man. Shout out to the nation, shout out to the mob. Of course, my boy Notes in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Yo, Slime, what up? What up? What up? We definitely got some things to talk about tonight, man. A little bit of funny shit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of cool things. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We definitely gonna chop it up. He said, this nigga Mark live in a mansion? No, not at all. This my mom crib, bro. Staying over here temporarily until I get my new place. Unfortunately. You know what I mean? Not gonna lie to y'all. This a row home in North Philly, bro. Far from a mansion. Far from a mansion. But my stepfather is a carpenter, so he definitely hooked this place up for sure. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. We chilling for sure. I don't know if y'all could tell for real, but finally got me a MacBook. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, ain't using my phone no more. So we definitely gonna be stepping shit up. If anybody knows how to use OBS Studios, bro, please let me know, bro. I was trying to navigate through it. I downloaded it, was trying to navigate through it, bro. I could not figure it out to save my life. I don't know if it's just that complex, bro, or I just need some. I need the right guidance, but regardless, bro, that shit was difficult. So if anybody knows how to use OBS Studios, please let me know, man. I think Claymore do, but I'll ask him for sure. Um, Joe Dirt says Tank blocking Bill is hilarious. Yeah, that's definitely funny as hell. That's not something that I would expect Tank to do, but we definitely gonna speak on that for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Um, seems like Bill was bitching about Tank blocking him like a little baby. Um, yeah. We definitely gonna touch up on that, man. We got 8 people in the building, man. Let me get 8 likes, man. Let's hit the like button as soon as you come in, man. Of course, you know what I'm saying. We definitely got some things to get to, um, for sure. You know what I mean. But nah, we got 8 people in the building, man. Let's chop it up. Whoever come in, come in. You know what I'm saying. According to Bill Haney. Gervonta Davis had blocked him on Instagram. I don't know if it's social media in general, but Instagram, Bill Haney claims that Gervonta Davis blocked him as soon as he offered that $20 million. You know what I'm saying? And I thought, like, my initial thought was that was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was pretty funny. I wouldn't really expect Gervonta Davis to do something like that, but nonetheless, he did it. You know what I mean? Now, the reasons why he might have done it, I mean, there could be several reasons, man. Maybe he just find Bill Haney annoying. You know what I'm saying? It could be that he find him annoying. It could be, oh, I'm sorry, I'm watching the Eagles game right now, man. I'm just trying to keep up with what's going on. Seems like the Eagles may close this out with a victory, a close game, but nonetheless, just keeping tabs on them. You know what I mean? But it could be because he find Bill annoying. Bill constantly running his mouth. And I ain't gonna lie to you, he not somebody that I really find too funny myself. You know what I mean? He actually annoys me. Like, if we being honest, like, I know he doing stuff for the greater good of his son. He's a great parent. Let's not get it wrong. Great father. You know what I'm saying? But um he definitely grinds my gears. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. He definitely grind my gears. Um, so it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, yo, what's up with you, Slime? You know what I'm saying? You mad because we beat y'all in the Super Bowl not too long ago, man? Let me find out. Let me find out. But anyway, yeah. Bill definitely corny. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'll definitely bring him on the platform to chop it up with him to see if we got some type of understanding. See if there's something about him that I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep. I ain't gonna completely come at him crazy sideways or nothing like that. But he definitely he rubbed me the wrong way. I ain't gonna lie to you. He run his mouth crazy, and I don't know. Them type of people, they typically annoy me when they not the fighter. Now, if you the fighter and you know how to talk trash and you know what I'm saying, you know how to market yourself like Pretty Boy Floyd did and people of that nature, then that's understandable. But I don't know, it's something about the outsiders that like to run their mouth that really annoys me. You know what I mean? If it's like if you ain't fighting, then why you talking? You know what I mean? But Gervonta Davis, he blocked Bill Haney on Instagram, man. After he said that they offered him $20 million. Now, what's confusing about this, in all honesty, shout out to Stone Bone Boxing, man. He says, Omaha, we in here. You shout out to Omaha, man. I got a great interview. A great interview with Brian McIntyre on my channel, man. If y'all didn't see it, please go check it out, man. Omaha in the building for sure, man. And somebody had left a comment and was like, yo, I never seen Bomac do a 40-minute interview before. And I really thought about it. I was like, yeah, Bomac don't really be on these interviews too long. He like to be in and out with these type situations. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was dope, man. It was a nice fluid conversation as well, man. Hopefully I could bring Bomac on the channel sometime soon. Hopefully when Terrence Carver got something going on. You know what I'm saying? When Terrence Carver get his rematch or Earl Spence announced, or when it gets to like the middle of the camp or end of the camp type situation, definitely gonna hit him up to see if he would like to come back on the channel for sure. You know what I mean? Keep my fingers crossed on that one. Zachy Ross says Baltimore in the place to be. Shout out to B-More, man. Shout out to B-More for sure, man. I've been over there a couple times. Never went. I was supposed to go there one time for an amateur show. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it over there because they didn't get none of my fighters on the card. I think we had like 2 of my fighters on the card, but they ended up that both of their opponents had ended up pulling out, so I wasn't able to make it over there. But I've been there, you know what I mean, just on some tourist stuff a couple times, man. Shout out to B-More, man, for sure. Hopefully we get out of there. You still locked with you not I didn't even announce that publicly, man. That was supposed to be between me and you, but since you brought it up, man, they saying after Christmas I will be locking in an interview with Jermaine Ortiz. You know what I mean? So we definitely gonna get that popping. I would like to really speak to him once he locks in that fight with Teofimo Lopez, which looks like it is confirmed from my understanding, man. They just locking in the little small details right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. So that's what's up, man. So yeah, I definitely got that interview with Jermaine Ortiz locked in. And hopefully, you know what I mean, we could really get this popping. I'm sorry, this Eagles game getting kind of close right now. Oh my God. Oof. Yeah, these Eagles, man, they stress me out. That's not even what I don't even really like to watch football, man. Every time the Eagles in the game, man, they got a great record, 10-3, but they always in tough, close, competitive games, bro. It's always like they gotta really grind. Like they really gotta grind to just get the most simple W. You know what I'm saying? East Baltimore, lock in next time. Bro, I'm not familiar with Baltimore at all. I don't know where I'll be at, bro. I was in downtown Baltimore. You know what I mean? I went to the zoo. You know what I'm saying? Like I was over at the zoo, just you know what I mean, just chilling over there. That was when that was years ago, though. You know what I'm saying? That was years ago. But yeah, I've been over there several times. So shout out to B-More, man, for sure. But yeah, Jermaine Ortiz, that's the next interview most likely that I'll be locked in. And then hopefully after that, Teofimo will come on the show. You know what I mean? Which I got people that's close to him as well. Hopefully we can get that on and popping. But since somebody from Omaha is on here, man, go check out that interview with Brian McIntyre. You know what I'm saying? Bomac, of course. I put up the last little segment that he said that Terrence Crawford might retire after this after this Earl Spence rematch if he doesn't get the Canelo Alvarez fight. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a wrap. The Eagles lost. Wow. Crazy, bro. Crazy. That was a hell of a touchdown, too. Bad job, bro. See, this is exactly why I don't watch football, bro, because I get frustrated. You know what I mean? I'll be wanting to root for these Eagles and stuff like that, man, but they just give me, I don't know, bro. Every year, it's always something. There's always something with these dudes, man. Every time, bro. It never fails, dog. It's always some type of war that we gotta go through, or bro, it'd be against teams that's not even that nice. Because the Seahawks, from what I see on their record, they an average team, and we supposed to be the best team in the league. We supposed to be at least one of the best teams in the league according to our record. And being that we've been to the Super Bowl multiple times within the past few years, you would think that look, these guys got a losing record. And thanks to the Eagles, now they 7-7. You know what I mean? 28 seconds left in the fourth. They could possibly tie it with a field goal, but it's not looking too good. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Do the Eagles got any timeouts left? I think they got 2 timeouts left. They could probably make something happen. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah, for sure. So let's talk. Let's talk about boxing, man. Let me turn this shit off over here, man, because you know what I mean, you can't be rocking with this, bro. Yeah, I gotta turn that off. You know what I'm saying? I can't. This is a distraction of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, ain't really too much to talk about in terms of Gervonta Davis blocking Bill Haney on Instagram. Like, so what? You know what I mean? But what was confusing to me, in all honesty, is that Bill Haney, you know what I mean? Bill Haney get caught capping a lot. You know what I mean? Like I said, I appreciate that he's a good father. He goes in above and beyond for his son. He helps promote his son. Put his son in a good situation where this man didn't have to go to school or get a job or anything. You know what I mean? He took care of him financially so he could solely devote himself to boxing. His father is the reason why he is where he is in his career. So anybody that's able to go above and beyond for their son, I respect. You know what I mean? I got a 6-month-old son, so I'm in the process of doing that as well, and I admire him for that. You know what I mean? I don't hate Bill Haney at all. But what was confusing with me is that Bill Haney, I don't know if it's true. You know what I mean? I don't know about this whole Peter Khan situation with Subriel Matias, but it seemed like he got caught up in a lie. You know what I mean? I think that Bill Haney was under the assumption somehow, maybe he got some misinformation that Peter Khan represents Subriel Matias or something along those lines. And then he was like, man, everybody keep talking about how Subriel is this big boogeyman. Nobody wants to fight him. Let me put something out in the media to make him look like he's not a boogeyman or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly believe that he knew that they was going to end up asking him this question, so he had signed in the tuck just in case they asked him something about Subriel. And he somehow said that he got on the phone with Peter Khan earlier that day, and that he was speaking about Subriel. Subriel wanted $4 million to fight Devin Haney, and it's like I knew it was cap right away because I'm like, who is Peter Khan? Because as far as I'm concerned, Subriel is with Fresh Production. He's with Juan Ivan Urango and his manager. I forgot exactly what his manager name was, but it definitely wasn't Peter Khan. You know what I'm saying? I know that Peter Khan has managed fighters like Henry LeBron and things of that nature. I think he even managed George Kambosos at one point. So a lot of top rank affiliated fighters, you know what I'm saying. But from what I understand, Subriel has never been involved with him. So I don't know exactly what the hell he was talking about. So I knew it was cap off of the rip. You know what I mean? That ended up getting disproven real quick with a simple post from Subriel. And apparently they had spoke and that they were supposed to come out with a number later on during that week. But I don't know, man. I see Tiafimo was acting like he was interested in the fight with Subriel. All of a sudden, he locking in a fight with Jermaine Ortiz. You know what I mean? So that wasn't really making sense. Why would you act like you interested in a Subriel fight that could possibly be a unification fight for more money and then all of a sudden you're fighting Jermaine Ortiz? Which one is going to make more money? A unification fight with another champion at 40 or a guy who's just coming into the 140-pound division that literally doesn't have any type of belt or uh any type of like clout in the 140-pound division. The only thing we know Jermaine Ortiz for is fighting Joseph Adorno where he had a draw. He beat Nair Albright and things of that nature. Did he beat did Jermaine Ortiz fight Jamel Herring? Did he fight Jamel Herring and beat Jamel Herring? I forgot who it was that beat him. But regardless, you know what I'm saying? Then he had a close competitive fight with Lomachenko that he ended up losing as well. So it's like, I understand I understand Jermaine Ortiz, he a dangerous dude, but how can you say that you seriously considering Sue Burrell, acting like you want to smoke with that guy, and then all of a sudden you acting like you in negotiations with this guy, then all of a sudden you close to finalizing the deal with this dude. It's like, were you even looking in Sue Burrell direction? Are you even looking in Sue Burrell direction if you finalizing that fight so quick with Jermaine Ortiz? So I'm gonna tell you right now, I know people that's close to top rank and all that situation. That fight is gonna be announced soon. You know what I'm saying? That fight is gonna be announced very soon. Teofimo versus Jermaine Ortiz is gonna be announced within the next couple weeks. I promise you that. And when that gets announced, then y'all can come over to me and be like, yo, you was telling the truth. Yeah, I know that. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing about this for the longest. Shout out to Southpaw TV with the $2 super chat. He says, Mark's the truth. I appreciate that very much, my brother, especially coming from you. Southpaw TV is the truth as well. You know what I mean? Real recognize real. At the end of the day, I appreciate that super chat, man. Thank you very much. And shout out to everybody who's been sending me like surprise cash apps and stuff like that. Y'all really rock with the nation. Y'all really rock with the mob, man. I'm going to make sure on MazumaMerch.com that I get some merch specifically designed for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Mazuma Nation. You know what I mean? I already got the Mazuma Mob shirts on there, man. If you rock with the mob, get you a t-shirt, get you a crew neck. You know what I'm saying? Hoodies, long sleeve shirts, regular t-shirts, man. Coffee mugs, stickers, man. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to make sure I get me a Mazuma Nation. I'm going to make sure I design something real nice for the people, man. Mazuma Nation shirt. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is, man. That's how I give it up for my people. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's been donating for this channel. I've been able to get a MacBook just off of, and this ain't a little cheap John either. This is a brand new John. You know what I mean? It cost me like a stack and some change. I was able to get off of the donations from the people, man. I appreciate it very much. This wouldn't be possible without you guys. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Southpaw says, somebody sent Market Cash App right now. I'll match whatever. Try me. See, that's the type of support we get over here, man. I appreciate that very much. We also got 20 people in the building. Hit the thumbs up as soon as you come in. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that very much. But yeah, man. So that's pretty much what's going on. Bill Haney definitely rubbed me the wrong way. Gervonta Davis blocks him on Instagram. But another thing I wanted to mention was a video that I had put out earlier. And my video was stating that if this fight is about to seriously make a turn for the better, and this fight might actually lock in between Devin and Tank, then since Tank is the A side clearly. You know what I mean? He's the hottest. He's one of the hottest attractions in boxing, if not the hottest attraction in boxing right now. So if that's the case, he needs to be the one that brings the offer to the table to present a fight with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? That's just what comes with being the A side. Oscar De La Hoya was the A side. He the one who offered the fight to Floyd Mayweather. When Mayweather beat him and became the A side, he offered the fight for every single opponent that he had from there. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? And Tank is entering that realm now where he's starting to become this superstar in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? I know people that don't even watch boxing that know who Gervonta Davis is. You know what I mean? I know like girls that I know who never really watch boxing. They just know about him from seeing him on Shade Room and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So Gervonta Davis is entering this level of superstardom that's going to end up making him a huge attraction in the sport of boxing if he's not already. You know what I mean? He had the highest selling pay-per-view of the year with Ryan Garcia. And it's about that time that he lock in another big fight. You know what I'm saying? I think that every fight from now on should be a huge fight for Gervonta Davis. And out of with all respect due to Gervonta Davis, man, I think it's safe to say that the people, you know what I mean? The people being the fans don't want to see a rematch with Isaac Cruz. We don't want to see a fight with shout out to my boy Slime with the $1.50 super chat. I mean Cash App. He wrote that belt coming home, T.O. soft. You know what I mean? Shout out to that donation, man. I appreciate that very much. You know what I mean? That will be going towards a great cause, man. I appreciate everybody that decides to support the channel for sure. Said T.O. soft and the belt coming home. And what he's talking about is him and Jermaine are from the same area. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying that belt coming back home to Mass or whatever. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Southpaw said $1.50. Watch this. Yeah. I mean, I can't tell people what to give me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm grateful for everything that's being sent my way because, you know what I mean? Initially, I wasn't getting anything when I started this YouTube channel. So I'm grateful nonetheless. You know what I mean? I'm grateful for my supporters. Of course, Slime says same city. Yeah, exactly. They're from the same place. So of course he wants that belt to come back home. You know what I mean? And that'll be dope to see, man. That'll be dope to see. But like I was saying with Gervonta Davis, man, I really hope that this guy really shoots an offer towards Devin Haney so we could get the wheels turning on this whole fight. You know what I mean? We got to get the wheels turning on this whole fight, man. It seems like both of these guys are extremely interested. There's people that's coming out here and saying that they don't believe. Shout out to Southpaw with the $2 super chat. He says, "Yo, turn slime." Yeah. So it seemed like he raising the stakes on you, Slime. I don't know if you want to get into it with Southpaw, man. You might have to bow out of that one. But Ralph says Tio might win, but he's not gonna look good against Jermaine. Yeah, I think I'm having Tiafimo as the favorite going into that fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't no disrespect to Slime or nothing like that. But I just think that what Tio brings to the table, I think it just edges out Jermaine slightly. You know what I mean? It seems like Jermaine Ortiz is a talented fighter. He could fight his ass off. I had heard about him because he beat a Philly fighter, Nair Albright. That's when I first started hearing about him. But it just seems like he's a tier below the elite guys. You know what I mean? Like he could give you a good fight, but I don't think he necessarily has the tools that it takes to beat the upper echelon guys like the Shakurs, the Devins, the Gervonta Davises of the world. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he could prove me wrong. If he defeats Teofimo Lopez, that's a huge upset. You know what I mean? He'll be the WBO champion, and that'll set up huge fights where they're not gonna be able to ignore him no more. You know what I mean? Guys like Devin, guys like Gervonta, they're gonna have to recognize this man if he gets a belt and he defeats Teofimo, who's one of the top guys in or around the weight class. You know what I'm saying? But what really caught my attention with that whole Gervonta and Bill Haney situation is that Bill Haney said that he offered Gervonta Davis $20 million. You know what I mean? And what was confusing to me as soon as I had heard that, I said, why are they giving him the offer as if they're the A side? You know what I mean? Because if we see how the way this boxing thing works, and I mean, those shooting 20 million in Gervonta Davis' direction, it shows interest. You know what I mean? It genuinely shows interest, but at the same time, it's pretty much a smack in the face to Gervonta Davis and his team because it's like, bro, we the A side. We're the one who shoots offers. We're the one who comes to the table with the offers. We're the one who putting the money up. We're the ones who's offering. That's telling you the splits that we like. They pretty much saying like, yo, we the head ones in charge. Who are y'all to offer us something? You know what I mean? So that's pretty. Like I said, it's not only Gervonta Davis that experiences this. Like, if you wanted to fight Floyd, you didn't shoot an offer at Floyd. You just hope that he picked you and that he gave you something that you found reasonable. You know what I mean? Because if you didn't, most likely, if you didn't take the money that he was giving you, he was gonna move on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez. Can David Benavidez shoot a offer at Canelo Alvarez right now? No, not really. You know what I'm saying? No, not really. Could somebody like Terrence Crawford shoot an offer to Canelo like, yo, let's fight at 168? No, because in that situation, Canelo Alvarez is the A side, and if he wants to take that fight, he'll be coming to you. You know what I'm saying? So I made a video earlier speaking about the whole situation. I'm like, it's pretty much all in Gervonta Davis's hands to initiate, you know what I mean? Like talks for the possible Devin Haney fight. It's something that I definitely want to see. You know what I mean? I think that I think Gervonta can make a lot more than $20 million to fight Devin Haney, in all honesty. I don't know how much he made against Ryan Garcia. I had heard some rumors, but I don't know what that man got in his bank account at the end of the day, so I can't really speak on it. But I think he can make far more than $20 million against Devin Haney. That's what I personally believe. You know what I mean? If they promote it the right way, I mean, they both already known. You know what I mean? They both already known. They well respected in the boxing world. Gervonta Davis is a little bit more popular than Devin Haney, just based off of what I see. But Devin Haney has a little bit of attention to his name as well. You know what I mean? Because they often associate his name with Gervonta Davis. So if they were to make this fight happen, promote it properly, you know what I mean? Through the press conferences, through the face-offs, you know what I mean? Get them Get them back with them streaming guys like Kai Cenat and all of that, like Gervonta did for the Ryan Garcia build up, and really get the casual fans involved with the fight. This fight could generate over $100 million. I honestly believe that if they promote this properly, if they really go above and beyond in their promotion, talking trash to each other. Bill Haney talking trash with Calvin Ford. You know what I'm saying? Traveling around the country to promote their fight. You know what I mean? Really taking their time with this promotional process, they could easily make $100 million. That's my personal opinion. If we talking about pay-per-view sales, ticket sales, you know what I'm saying? Of course, them having food vendors there, and bro, all of that sponsorship money. Bro, they will easily make over $100 million. Easily $100 million. Migs 187, he says Mazuma gang, shout out from Trenton. I'm thinking you meant to say New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking you meant to say New Jersey. You know what I mean? But regardless, man, shout out to Trenton for sure. Yeah, that's exactly what you meant. Trenton, New Jersey. Shout out to Trenton, man. We ain't too far from y'all over here in North Philly. So shout out to Trenton for supporting the gang. You know what I'm saying? Tank versus Core is likely to happen than Tank versus Haney. Yo, Notes, you got a great point, man. You got a great point. You know what I mean? You definitely got a great point, because in all honesty, I feel like there will be less roadblocks between Tank and Shakur in comparison to Tank versus Haney, because there's a couple things that's in the way of that fight being made right now. For one, with Tank and Haney, the biggest obstacle would honestly be the weight that they'll be fighting at. You know what I mean? Because Devin Haney has made it clear that he's not going back down to 135, which is something that I had predicted on my channel. I said once he sees how good he feels at 140 pounds, with the extra 5 pounds that he doesn't have to cut, he's never going to go back down to 35 again. We've seen him struggling. We've seen how his face looked, how sunken in he looked. He did not look healthy at all. I'm sure he feels a lot more healthy at 140 pounds, feels stronger. You know what I mean? His legs probably feel a lot stronger, man. He probably feels like he got more pop on his punches. His energy is better. He's not going back down to he's not going to go back to suffering to get back down to 35. You know what I mean? While he was in the process of moving up from 35, he might have been contemplating it. But like I said, once he got that feeling, how the way he felt the night of the fight with Regis, he's like, man, I want to keep feeling this feeling. I don't want to feel like a dead man leaving some of my fight at the gym at 35. You know what I'm saying? So I knew exactly that was what was going to happen. So the weight is an issue between these two dudes. You know what I'm saying? The weight is going to be the issue between these two dudes. And then another thing, Gervonta Davis is going to have his thoughts about having a possible rehydration clause. This is something that we do know, because from that last fight with Devin Haney, he rehydrated over 25 pounds in 24 hours. He went from 140 pounds to 165 pounds. That is a huge jump in weight, and Tank doesn't want somebody to have that type of advantage over him. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to be the guy who he's already undersized for 135 pounds. Let's keep it a buck. He's not the biggest guy. At 140, he's also claimed that he does not feel good at 140 pounds. He says that he's a 135-pound fighter. So we got to take into consideration that the rehydration clause might be an issue. The weight that they'll be fighting at might be an issue. And Bill Haney and them said they're not fighting for free. So they want a respectable amount in terms of percentage as well. You know what I'm saying? Anonymous says, big difference between Dev at 135 and Dev at 140. We definitely seen a difference between the two. And I know Dev felt the difference as well. That's why he's not going back down to 135. And I'm not knocking him for it. But hopefully these guys could see eye to eye somewhere. You know what I mean? And they could meet some type of compromise, man. I hope there really isn't no rehydration clauses, because if that's the case, let's say Tank sparks Devin or whatever, they're gonna be like, oh, he beat somebody who was drained or something like that. Tank's not gonna get the fair credit that he deserves. You know what I mean? So he just needs to avoid that altogether. He needs to avoid that altogether. Some people gonna have that type of advantage over you, bro. But this opportunity could really show the people how great you are. That regardless of him being the bigger man and him being able to rehydrate that heavy, you're still able to find a way to win. You know what I'm saying? Like Floyd done been in situations where he fought Canelo Alvarez, who rehydrated a crazy amount of weight after that catch weight. Because although it was at a catch weight, it didn't have a rehydration clause. So Canelo Alvarez was a full-fledged super middleweight when he fought Floyd, and Floyd didn't put on no weight after that weigh-in. So he had to show the people that regardless of how much he rehydrated, it wasn't going to help him. You know what I'm saying? Tank is going to have to showcase that against Devin Haney if there's no rehydration clause involved. So, like No said, he sees Core and Tank being a fight more. Yeah, because as far as I'm concerned, the fight will happen at 35, which Gervonta Davis is most comfortable at. And then on top of that, from what I understand, Shakur Stevenson doesn't really blow up in weight too much. You know what I mean? He was eating real good going up into that fight at 135 against Edwin De Los Santos. So it goes to show you that he makes 35 comfortably. And if he makes it comfortably, most likely he doesn't blow up too much after weighing in. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Shout out to my boy Claymore Rain in the building, man. He said, so is Tank retiring at 135? I mean, I don't know. I have no idea, man. But in all honesty, if he's saying that he's a 135-pound fighter and that he doesn't feel good at 40, I think it's safe to say that he's not really too intrigued with the 140-pound division. So, I mean, based off of that logic, based off of what he's saying, most likely he will retire at 135. You know what I'm saying? But we just gonna have to wait to see, man. He may possibly fight Devin Haney at 140. He might be like, you know what, I'll get that to you. Because regardless of what you do or what weight class you in, you can't beat me. You know what I'm saying? And if the weight class is that much of a problem for Gervonta Davis, then that fight may not happen. You know what I mean? It might not happen. And he might not want to take the risk that's necessary. Maybe it's not even Tank. Maybe that it's his team looking for an advantage. You know what I mean? It might look like his team. It may be that his team is looking for an advantage, and he's looking for an advantage by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? So that could be the situation as well. You know what I mean? That could be the situation as well. Hold on real quick. What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? Where I'm at? Oh shit! Hold up. Oh, all right. No, we good. I'm still getting used to this laptop and all that, man. Somebody sent me a text message and I clicked it by accident. SM down H9 says they fight will never happen. I guess you meant to say Devin will never move back down and Dev don't care that much. What makes you think he don't care that much? He put up a post saying, God willing, the fight will happen in 2024. Claymore Rain says, I really think Tank don't care. His team definitely pulling strings. Well, that's what Leonard Ellaby does. You know what I'm saying? He looks for every advantage possible. They did it. They try to do it with Floyd. They pretty much try to copy everything that Floyd Mayweather did. You know what I'm saying? They trying to take Floyd blueprint and translate it over to Gervonta Davis's career. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I personally think. And in all honesty, man, if they try to make Devin Haney go back down to 35 and then put a rehydration clause on him, it's going to make them look bad at the end of the day. So I don't know, man. I think that Tank need to really take control over his career and start being a boss and stop moving like an employee. That's what I personally believe, because I honestly think that Gervonta. Hold on, Big Luke with a super chat, man. Shout out to Big Luke with the $2 super chat. He says your channel is growing really fast. Congrats. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much, man. Just a lot of consistency and dedication. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for coming on and pretty much giving me my flowers, man. I appreciate that very much. Devin will take the fight at 40, no clauses. I mean, yeah, we know that. We know that for sure. Like I think he'll definitely take it. I think the only thing that's stopping it from happening is Gervonta Davis' team looking for some type of advantage. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's necessarily. People would have to ask Gervonta, like, yo, are you the one that's asking for this? Is this something that your team is looking to do? Is your team looking for these advantages against Devin Haney, or is this something that you're specifically concerned with? And based off of his answer, that'll let me know everything I need to know. That'll be one of the first questions that I'll ask Gervonta. You know what I'm saying? He needs to stop acting like these dudes he needs to stop giving these dudes full control of his career and start making his moves and start being the boss that he need to be. He need to separate himself from Leonard Ellaby, Floyd Mayweather, and all them dudes, and needs to move on his own accord. Move to the sound of his own drum, if you understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Stop letting these dudes control your narrative. Stop letting these dudes pretty much It's like they gotta get remote control and they just controlling whatever Gervonta Davis do. If they want him to move to the right, he'll move to the right. If he move to the left, it's like they controlling every single move. You know what I'm saying? They treating him like they the puppet master and shit. And they just got him moving however they want him to. For real, man. Gervonta just gonna have to he gonna have to do something that he hasn't done before, and that's take over his own career. You know what I mean? Because he's been following the advice of Leonard Ellaby, Floyd Mayweather, and all of them for too long. But now it's getting to the point where it's crunch time. You know what I mean? It's becoming crunch time. And like Gervonta Davis was saying with Rolly and them, the time is now. And that couldn't be more true. You know what I mean? The time is now. And 2024, if Gervonta Davis doesn't really fight any of the guys that we looking for, it's gonna make him look bad. You know what I'm saying? I think that's when his stock will start to plunge in the sport of boxing. If he continues to fight guys like let's say in 2024 he comes back and he rematches Isaac Cruz. You know what I mean? There may be some people that'll look past it. They'll probably be able to sell it like, oh well, that's the guy that Tank hasn't been able to knock out. Does Isaac Cruz have a chance this time? They might be able to build that up. But I know throughout the entire buildup of that fight, they're gonna be asking about Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. So they're gonna be on his ass that whole build up to that fight, right? So what move is he gonna make after that? Rayo Venezuela, who knocked out Chris Colbert, bro, we don't want to see that, bro. Rayo is not deserving of that. Rayo needs to get himself in the mix with Delos Santos and Isaac Cruz and all them other dudes. You know what I mean? He could get a nice little co-main event on a solid card. You know what I mean? But a Gervonta Davis opportunity, I'm not rocking with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he deserved that at all. So it gotta be somebody. It needs to be somebody that we want to see. And there's only two people that we really want to see Gervonta get in the ring with right now. If it's not Devin Haney, it needs to be Shakur. If it ain't Shakur, it needs to be Devin. Unless he fights one of these 140-pound champions, he already beat one of them. He already beat Rolly. If he goes and he fights, and he already beat Ryan. He beat Ryan, he beat Rolly. So now it's like Tiafimo, I watched Tiafimo. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't mind seeing the Tiafimo one because he's a top level dude. But anything besides that, man, I don't really care to see, man. And it's gonna be disappointing if it's gonna be disappointing from now on with every fight that Gervonta chooses if it's not anybody we want to see. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm not really gonna be, I'm definitely not paying for it. And I don't think y'all should either. And it's not no disrespect towards Devin Haney. I mean, it ain't no disrespect towards Gervonta Davis because speaking objectively, I think he could beat all them dudes. I think he could beat every single one of them in his own way. You know what I mean? Stylistically, it may favor him. You know what I'm saying? It might favor him. Hold up, this channel got a crazy name about Southpaw. Yo, smacking with the wrench, yo. We not playing that. We ain't playing that. That's the homie. Smacking with the wrench. One of y'all. Get him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Jamel locked up. I ain't heard nothing about that. Is that the case? Is that why he been so quiet? I don't know. I ain't hear nothing about Jamel. I never heard about Jamel getting locked up. Is there some information on that? Let me look that up. Let me see something real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if that's what's going on with him because he been real quiet. You know what I mean? Well, the last thing he had, according to ESPN, this was back in February of last year, he had a felony assault charge. But besides that, I don't see anything about him being arrested or anything like that. Al Powell says he got locked up Saturday. What article did you do? Where's the information on that at? Is it Jamal or Jamel? Because I just looked up Jamel and there's nothing about him on here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that information is accurate. But regardless, I don't really got no opinion on anybody being locked up. That's their personal business. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see any information about that from what I just looked up. I had looked up Jamal and I seen something about Jamal getting arrested. So it's not anything really going on right now. Middleweight champion boxer Jamal was arrested Friday in Texas. I had read that, but that was back last year, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had been read about that article a long time ago. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. That information's old, man. You know what I mean? Look, I had just this was September 12th of 2022. Yeah, that's old news, man. That's old news. But Jermel has been very quiet, man. Jermel has been very quiet. Now, what he's up to, I don't know, because his own brother Jamal don't even know what's going on with him. He was like, yo, if y'all could get in contact with my brother, tell him I love him. Like, Jermel been quiet as hell ever since that Canelo loss. I haven't seen him post anything. I don't know exactly what the situation is with him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miguel 187 for the $5 super chat, man. It is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. If you in the chat, let me know, man. Cause I don't know exactly where you at right now. Shout out to the boy Miguel 187 for that though. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Yeah. He said Jermel enjoying that Canelo Money. Oh, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact for sure. That's definitely a fact. Yeah. Shout out to Miguel for that, though. I'm assuming that's you right here, Migs. I appreciate that, Migs. Thank you very much, man. Definitely getting a good amount of super chats today. I appreciate that very much. You know what I'm saying? Hoping y'all helping me support the channel for sure. But yeah, I'm sure Jamel over here somewhere counting his money, you know what I'm saying? Eating chicken wings, counting his money, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? He definitely living it up. He got a beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. I ain't gonna lie to you. So when I seen her, I was like, shit. You know what I'm saying? If I got a little Canelo payday, I'll just be over there, just focus on her, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, beautiful woman. And he already had a shit ton of money as it is, so you already know he living it up over there. He probably not even worried about boxing right now. You know what I'm saying? He said Jermel probably on the island sipping a fruity drink from a coconut with no cell phone reception. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that ain't no doubt. You know what I mean? Yeah, he definitely not worried about us. That's a fact, Jay Cash. But regardless of this whole situation, man, um like Clay was talking about on the channel, man. Yo, Clay, if you want to come up here and speak your piece, you let me know, man. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is ask. We could definitely speak on the whole Gervonta situation, but it's something that we had spoken about previously. It's something that I've been speaking on, and when I say this, a lot of people seem to get offended for some reason. And there's nothing wrong with saying something about Gervonta Davis that you may feel like he's doing wrong. Just because you point out something wrong that somebody doing, it don't mean that you against them. You know what I'm saying? It don't necessarily mean that you against them. My dad tell me all the time if I'm doing something wrong. You know what I mean? If I'm doing something wrong, he gonna let me know. Does that mean my father against me? No, not at all. It just means that he cares for my best interest. You know what I mean? And I'm for the fighter at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Even if I'm not a fan of you, I'm not necessarily against you. You know what I mean? If you contribute to the sport of boxing and you help moving it forward, then you got my respect. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, let me bring this on. Hold on. It's only gonna be Clay coming on here though, man. So I mean, that's the link right there. If you want to come up on here, man. But yeah, a lot of people think when I'm speaking out against Gervonta Davis and how the way he moving, that necessarily means that I have a problem with him or I'm not a fan of him. That's not the case at all. I actually rock with Gervonta heavy. I'm a huge fan of his style. Anybody that fights like Gervonta Davis, they got my attention. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Ree, watch your mouth, man. Watch your mouth, Ree. Real shit. On 5-5, watch your mouth, man. Stop playing with me, dog. Anyway, like I was saying, uh-oh. Yo, Sharon, you watch your mouth too, dog. You know what I'm saying? You watch your mouth too. But uh-oh. There he go.
What up, though?
Yo, what up? What
Yeah,
up?
I got my work shirt on.
I see. Let me lower my damn volume on here. I ain't know my shit was that loud. What's going on, man?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. Well, first of all, I ain't talked to you in so long, so congratulations on the interview, my dude. Great job. So you wrote all that down, huh? Because you was ready. You was ready. You wasn't gonna let it go.
Watch this. I got you. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. There you go. playing. I was well prepped for this motherfucker, boy.
Nah, you could
Look at
tell.
this right here. Yeah. When I cause I couldn't believe it. I ain't gonna lie to you. When cause I got a real good friend of mine that's in the boxing industry,
Right.
Michelle Rosado. Shout out to her, man. And she gave me she was like, yo, I could hook you up with the Bomac interview. You know what I'm saying? I was like, word. She was like, yeah, me and him like real good friends, man. You know what? Let me talk to him real quick and see what I could do. I'm like, oh shit, all right, shit, cool. So I didn't think nothing of it. Like a week and a half later, she was like, yo, you still want that Bomac interview? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I mean, of course, yeah, that's gonna really help my channel. Like, yeah, that'll be huge. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, she was like, yo, here, this Bomac number, hit him up. I'm like, word. So I was like, cool. So I was like, yo, what can we do this? He was like, oh yeah, man, we could do it this week. Let's do it on Monday. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm really talking to Bomac right now. Like, it's crazy. I have
He
been
answered
watching
the phone. Like, did he expect your
I
call?
text him. I
Okay.
didn't call him. I text him. So he got the responding or whatever, and then I made it happen. So we were supposed to do it at like 12 in the afternoon, and he like no showed. I'm like, what? He just played me like that, man. I was like, man, get the man.
Yeah, that Danny Garcia PTSD. You like
yeah.
dudes
Yo,
be acting
Southpaw,
like
what up?
Southpaw, salute.
Ree, you keep playing with my gangster, man. You about to get kicked out this joint.
My fault, little bro.
Hey,
no, but check this out.
I'll post the whole interview link on my community board.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you very much, man.
It's up, right?
Yeah, it's up.
Hell yeah.
But he no showed at 12 o'clock. I was like, I said, I know Bo ain't just do this, bro. I was like, this crazy. Like, this shit crazy. So I was like, low key, like upset. I'm like, damn. So I hit Michelle up. I'm like, like, what's going on? Like, he ain't even hit me back. She was like, he did it. Oh, I'm gonna curse his ass out, blah, blah, blah. She went right over to Bo, Bomac started airing him out. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, I got caught up. And he hit me up. He was like, yo, man, can you do 4 o'clock? And it was like, it was like 3:30. I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right, I had to run over from the gym over to my crib, write something down real quick. But I got that. This is like, I still got the interview questions from the whole John.
Hey,
That was really good.
I never see you do an interview, bro. You asking some legit questions like you should work for Top Rank or Prime. Amazon Prime.
They need if the money right, I'll go.
Hey,
you did a great job, bro. You did a great job.
Great job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. What you was talking about? I don't mean to go off topic. What you was talking about? Bill earlier. Talking about why did you block me? Like, and he had 200 people on his shit. Like, that's like some teenager shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Why you block me? And I'm part of the promotion. What promotion? Is there a fight? Oh man, buddy, look, I was just about to say that. How did everybody feel about Chris Colbert getting slept? You know what I'm saying?
He got rolled up. He was
one of the ones. He was one of the ones that wanted that to happen, though. A lot of people don't like Chris Colbert, bro.
Nah, I think he's. No, it's because he's from the softest city on the face of the earth.
Why you gotta go there? I'm not from Brooklyn, but why you gotta be all that?
Not you. Oh no, you for the no. The Bronx is cool, but just not Brooklyn. And I like how he was face down. He was face down like Manny Pacquiao.
I'm from Long Island, man. I'm not even from the
Long
borough.
Island. Hey, I love Long Island. I love Long Island iced teas when I used to drink. But I just.
Hey, yo, don't see that Long Island iced tea is a strong drink, bro. That's like 3 different liquors, man.
Yeah,
it just sounds sweet.
I mean, it just makes so much sense that a guy from Arizona would put somebody from Brooklyn to sleep. And I was on my live stream really quick, and I'm gonna get up out of here. I said the fighters from Brooklyn, Zab Judah, hit Floyd in the balls in the back of the head when things weren't going his way. Mike Tyson lost every single big fight he was ever in, although the man is loved. So when I say Brooklyn got no fucking heart, excuse my language, y'all ain't got no heart.
What about the Yeti? What about the Yeti? Yo, Southpaw just different, bro. He got talent,
Eddie, bro. He on a mission with this.
No, he really naturally talented.
Yo,
real talk, like he really is.
Southpaw funny, man. Yo, don't get it messed up. A lot of people don't like Southpaw, but I'm not gonna say he a different person behind the scenes, but he a genuine person. You know what I'm saying? Like but once he get his mind set on something, like once it is war, And it's like he don't be knowing how to let stuff go. Sometimes I be having to tell him like, yo, just chill, bro.
Yeah, just let
yo,
it go, man.
Good. He was like, yo, I wish. He was like, yo, I wish I could really handle things like you. And I'll just be like, bro, you can. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta find ways to control yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a talent he has too, though, man. It's kind of like Kanye West. I remember when Kanye went up on the stage with the white girl, he even took the mic from her and said all that shit. And they asked Jay, they were like, Jay, man, what do you think about what Kanye did? He was like, all I can say is just remember he's the same dude who gave you Jesus Walks. Just remember that. You feel me? Like that's all I can say. The bad part comes with the good part. Like, don't forget all the good stuff he does.
Oh,
he's a genius.
hold up. I think damn. Yo.
Yeah, I was backstage. I was hoping you added me.
Bro, I didn't even see it till bro. I'm using the laptop. This joint setup completely different than my phone, so that's my fault.
Long story short, niggas know what's up. I ain't gonna lie, Chris Colbert, niggas, I don't. This the problem with that SP nigga, bro. He think everybody just sanctioned in Brooklyn and niggas jack everybody, bro. That nigga's been 60, bro. I ain't jack. Nobody jacks Colbert. It is what it is. He don't put on. He don't represent Brooklyn. It is what it is. That shit not happening to real right niggas like my son Hitchens, my son Teo, and whoever else putting on. My son Shoo. So for me, it is what it is. I don't know. And his vendetta against Brooklyn, I think he got robbed in Brooklyn one time because I don't know. A lot of niggas, niggas get robbed and shit. And they just hate everybody in the towns. That shit, you know how that should be.
Man,
it is what it is. But what do you think the problem was with Colbert? Like, what did you pull away from that fight that was his biggest issue? With just him going into the fight, coming from the fight that before where, I mean, like, where do you think the issue began with? Did it start in that fight, or did you see it coming like before the fight? Did you think that it might go different from the last fight that you saw? Like,
I'm gonna keep it gutter. And before the fight started, I was talking to Mark. I was like, yo, Mark, who you feeling? And Mark was like, he was jacking Rio. But he said if Chris can try to outbox Ryo, I think it's gonna go in his favor. So I was thinking from like the first round or before the first round, he's gonna go in there and not on some real technical, just not really engaged too much. But I kind of seen in the first round, Ryo he came out aggressive, like flat out. You know what I'm saying? He's relentless, heavy on the pressure, and Cobra couldn't really handle that. Like it's like he couldn't really get his defense set. He couldn't set up no jab. He couldn't really protect himself. So, you know what I'm saying? He got knocked down in the first. And I think after that, that's when it kind of just went downhill. Because Ryo he didn't even get tired too. And he kept that pressure all night. So that was the thing I think also fucked Chris Colbert up too. Right. But I ain't gonna lie. I thought Chris was gonna outbox him. I thought he was gonna get more technical because you felt the power in the first fight. So you knew, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you knew what you was getting in there. You knew what he could do. You knew his ability. So, but I just think it overwhelmed him. You know what I'm saying? I think Ryo was the better man. Ryo hit hard. Colbert couldn't really handle that. And I don't think it should be a part 3. It shouldn't be a part 3.
We don't need
I don't even think it should have been a part 2 because Colbert ain't had nothing to prove to nobody. It's not like it's a title fight. It's not like that's
a part 2 though for Ryo. For Ryo, it had to be a part 2 because he left out on the floor. He definitely walked away like, nah, man, I'm supposed to win that. I'm not supposed to walk away with no L from that. Especially, then going to De Los Santos and getting that result from De Los Santos, he needed something to get that, that momentum back and going in his favor where he wanted to be at. I think the biggest difference that I saw in the fight was, I think without a doubt, we got to give props to Jose Benavidez Sr. I think he was a big effect in there. I think he gave Ryo the right game plan. And it was basically, dog, we're going to do what you did in that first round.
Not to cut you short, but from what I understand, Jose Benavidez Sr. ain't his trainer no more. I think he's just his manager.
But he was in his corner that night.
Yeah. I mean, he was a second, but I think that he transitioned from being the head trainer to ended up just being his manager. And I think that he ended up bringing like his old coach back or something like that. I overheard the commentator saying that. But regardless, Jose Benavidez, he trained Ryo. You know what I mean? And got him to
he was working in Jose's gym at least, right? Like he was sparring with like the Benavidez brothers, right? But I also heard rumors about him going over to Robert Garcia. I heard there was rumors about that as well, that he was going to be doing that he was actually going to end up with Robert. I was actually going to say that. So it doesn't shock me actually that you said that he was second. I didn't think it would have been that fight. I thought it was going to be the next fight because I'm hearing rumors that he's supposed to be heading over to Robert Garcia. But regardless, he worked on his conditioning and he understood that he was going to have to keep that aggression. He was going to have to be able to keep that aggression going for 12 rounds if he had to. And I think he was ready to do that. That gave him the confidence. Chris Colbert, in my mind, I said, if he's not able to come up to generate some sort of power to force Rayo to be honest, I knew Rayo was going to run through him.
And that's the thing, too. That's what I was saying, because I'm like, he ain't give nothing that Rayo wouldn't, like, all right, let me try to be technical with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yo, Rayo ain't respect bro at all. Like, he was really in his face all night. Like, and it's not like Chris couldn't do nothing to get him off him. And it's like Chris wanted to set up that technical jab, just, you know, scoring the points. I could tell he kind of wanted to. He didn't want to go in there trying to knock Rayo out. He never had intention. Like, even when he caught, I felt like he caught Rayo in the second round with a good straight, and he ain't follow up. He ain't try to, you know what I'm saying, like capture the moment. So that's really how I look at it with that, like with Chris.
There were parts of the fight where, I think in the beginning, like that first round, second round, where I was like, okay, is he trying to tire Rayo out? Like, is he trying to like purposefully test his conditioning and sit up on those ropes on purpose? I thought that was just straight suicidal. What he was with that tactic of sitting up on them ropes like that. I'm like, how long is this gonna hold up, bro? And especially in that first round when he was like buckling him early and like damn near like them ropes held him up. He should have been fell out. That's why they counted that knockdown against him. So I don't know what the game plan was, and he wasn't listening to his corner. I thought that was weird. The way he was talking back, I thought, as a trainer, Mark, how did you feel about that talk back that you was hearing?
I'd have slapped fire out of him. That's what I'd have did.
He was going crazy, right?
If you ever watched Cito Trinidad and his corner with his father, what would his father do whenever he did something stupid?
Put
slap
hands
fire
on
out of him. Yeah, that's
that whole relax thing. Well, relax. Who you talking to, bro?
Yeah, exactly. Who you talk? Yeah, I'd have slapped him right in the corner, bro. He would have had another fight going on in the ring too. But to really get into what I thought of the fight, if you watch the first fight, man, the second fight looked real similar to it. But what I did notice was in the first fight, Rayo gave up a lot of rounds by coasting, and that was how Chris Colbert was able to get enough rounds to where the judges were able to see it in his favor, slightly, but was able to see it in his favor. You know what I mean? There was a lot of times where Rayo would throw a combination and hurt Colbert, but then he will allow Colbert to recover, and then Colbert will get a little bit of grit and determination in him, and then he'll get a little confident, let some combinations go to fight Rayo off of him, and then he'll be able to still around towards the end of the round. You know what I mean? The adjustment that Rayo needed to make in this second fight, which he was able to do, was let his hands go more. You know what I'm saying? Be more consistent with the pressure that he's putting on, and avoid coasting at all costs. Remain the aggressor at all times, and never letting Colbert to control the narrative throughout the rounds, like be first, not allowing Colbert to be first. And there was a couple times throughout the second fight that Rayo was like stepping off of the gas a little bit, and that's why Colbert was able to shoot like double, triple jabs and get back to the center of the ring. And what I did notice was when they were in the center of the ring, Rayo wasn't really throwing too much. You know what I'm saying? It was usually when he would walk Colbert to a corner, which it seemed like Colbert was gladly doing at certain points of the fight. I don't know exactly what he was doing at all, but he got hurt real bad in the first round. And I'm not going to lie to you, although he did recover, his legs were never fully the same after the first round. There was even rounds where he didn't get hurt as much, but then you would see him like fall over to the ropes as he's walking to his corner and stuff like that. These are things that I did notice. I don't know exactly what his game plan was, but it's extremely obvious that Chris Colbert is too small for the 135-pound division. He's an average size 130 at that. So when you're going up to 135 and you getting on the scale and you still look like you have some type of water in your system, meanwhile, Rayo all cut up, you could see a clear size advantage. I knew that the size difference was going to be worse coming into the next day because Rayo will be fully hydrated in 24 hours. You know what I mean? And it was obvious, man. Colbert didn't have anything on his punches that seemed to discourage Rayo at all because Rayo chin can get cracked. We've seen it with De Los Santos. You know what I'm saying? But Colbert just don't got the pop that it takes to really gain that man's respect or even push him on the back foot. Another thing that I had noticed was Chris Colbert is extremely arrogant. This is something that I have noticed
Ooh, talk
before
about
this
it.
fight. Way
Yeah,
before this fight. I
he
noticed
mad.
this
I ain't gonna lie, he mad cocky.
way before this fight. You know what I'm saying? I noticed it even before the Hector Garcia fight when he was getting cooked. You know what I'm saying? He just got an extreme sense of like arrogance about himself where he feels like he knows what's best. And this is my thing, bro. You paying these trainers, everybody deal different, but let's say like the average trainer gets 10%, right? 5%, 10%, what have you. Usually the cornermen get 5%. The trainer usually gets 10, unless y'all negotiate some type of flat fee or even a higher percentage. I don't know. But the thing is, you're paying them for their expertise, right? You paying them because you fully trust their brain. You know what I mean? You fully trust what they're telling you in the corner to help lead you to victory, right? So when Cobra would get back to his corner, the corner would be like, yo, I even heard one of the dudes, I forgot the trainer name, man. I apologize for that.
Barry, was it
like,
Barry?
no, it was a dude that was in the ring with him. Barry was was
the
by
dude
the
who was
rope,
standing in front of him, the ball-headed dude.
standing in front of him.
Go
The
ahead.
dude
I
that was
don't remember
standing
his
in front
name,
of him.
but
Whatever
yeah.
his name is, I apologize for that, man. I wish I could give you your light. You know what I'm saying? But don't remember
I'll
your
look
name.
him
I
up
do
right quick
remember.
while you're doing that. That way you can shout him out.
Okay, cool. So he was like, yo, man, what are you doing? You getting killed on them ropes, which was facts. Every time Chris Colbert got to the ropes, he was getting brutalized in there, bro. He was getting punched on. He was coming with the high guard, and Ryo was coming around, cracking him in the temple, and he getting all off balance, his legs all over the place. It was just a bad look. So the thing is, but what I did notice is that he was having success at the center of the ring, and he was having success when he was shooting his jab, multiples, 2-3 jabs, and then when he was using his speed, he was able to keep Ryo not gun shy, but like he would keep him honest. It'll make Ryo freeze up and make him reset. So the whole thing was they was giving him the proper instructions, they was giving him the right advice, and they was telling him what he was doing wrong. And in the whole process, Colbert's like, relax. What you nervous for? You know what I'm saying? The dude like, yo, I'm not nervous. I'm just telling you what you're doing wrong. And he was like, watch this. Like pretty much saying like, forget what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feel like I do what's best because I don't really respect your opinion. That's what I'm taking from it. If you over here talking about watch this, when they're clearly giving you instructions on what to do right, and you talking about watch this, you pretty much saying, I feel like what I'm about to do is better than what you're telling me right now, so I'm about to go execute this instead, which is complete disrespect. If you paying these dudes for their expertise, if you paying these dudes to put in a full training camp with you, why are you not listening to them? And for all that, if you feel like you know what's best and nobody can really tell you nothing, why don't you train yourself? Save your money. If you pay 5, 10, 15, what was that?
Coach Sosa.
Shout out to Coach Sosa, man. You was doing the right thing. You was leading great in there. It just so happens that your fighter don't respect you, and that's just what it is. Sometimes it be like that. I've had my fair share of experiences with that as well. And usually when that happens, there's no good that really comes out of it afterwards. You know what I mean? If your fighter don't respect you, not all money, good money, man. You might have to let that kid go, man. But that's just what I personally think. That's just the trainer side of me speaking. Yeah. But regardless,
Liano Sosa.
Liano Sosa. You know what I'm saying? Gave great advice. He told him everything what was going on. He told you not only was he telling you what to do right, but he also told you what to stay away from. Gave you great instructions. And you act like and you disrespected that man on live TV in front of thousands of people.
And then the next round got rolled up. The next round.
Yeah. And in the next round, you got slept. Yes. Doing what he told you not to do. He told you not to do that, and you went and did it anyway, trying to fight this man off of the ropes. Ryo he falls over the left hand, he leaps into a right hook, catches you dead on the chin while your hands are down on the ropes, standing straight up. You know what I mean? You stand the square on the ropes, you get put to sleep, fight is over. You know what I'm saying? So now,
yo, Mark.
Yo, what's up?
I got a good question, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, all right, so you know how like in basketball, you got your coach, you get in the huddle in the timeout, and your coach is like laying you down, like laying you information and shit like that. You know, nine times out of 10, I ain't gonna say 9, like 8, 7 times out of 10, niggas not always going out of the timeout and perfectly doing what the coach got the game plan. Do you also think like in the ring with talking to the trainer while he's in the fight, it's still some reality like, yo, he's still in a live fight, so he's still gonna do the things that he's comfortable doing, or the things that, like, you know what I'm saying, it's just second nature to him at the moment, because it's like it's only so much you can retain, I feel like, in that corner in 20 seconds. I'll be thinking about that too sometimes.
Nah, man, I can't go with that, because at the end of the day, what this the thing. I mean, yeah, when you in the heat in the moment, when you in the middle of battle, man, it's hard for you to really focus on what a trainer got to tell you, because you so caught up in what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like you got to be able to multitask in boxing. You know what I'm saying? While you boxing and you thinking within a moment's, within a second's notice or whatever, everything is happening so fast. But this is the sport that you in. You got to be able to react in a moment's notice. You got to be able to listen to your corner. You know what I mean? You got to be able to shut out the whole crowd and what they talking about. This is part of the sport of boxing. And then another thing that you have to be able to do at boxing, and this may sound cliche because Floyd say it all the time, you have to be able to adjust accordingly, in accordance to the opponent that you're in front of. You know what I'm saying? So what made that approach may have worked with guys that he had fought in the past. You know what I'm saying? Him sitting on the ropes and him, you know what I mean, countering dude, that might be able to help with somebody. But when you're going up against a big punching lightweight like Rayo Venezuela, who thrives in them type of situations, you got to adjust accordingly. And in this situation, he showed that he couldn't adjust against Hector Garcia, but he really showed that he couldn't adjust against Rayo Venezuela, and it showed. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's a situation where the corner is giving him advice and he's actually executing it and it's not working, okay, yeah, I mean, you might have to, what they saying not really working, you know what I mean, it's actually going towards, it's actually, that advice is actually hurtful to what your situation is right now. So now you got to take things into your own hands and feel like you know what's right. But they were giving him sound advice. What they were telling him to do when he actually tried it, it worked, but he did not stay consistent though. He did not stay consistent with that. And he went back to doing what he knows best. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, I mean, I can't even say what he knows best. He just went back
I
to
was gonna
doing the
say,
wrong thing.
yeah, like
Just
what
going
he
back to
knows
doing the
best. I
wrong
don't know
thing.
about that.
A lapse in focus, a lapse in discipline is what he showed in there, and it cost him. You know what I'm saying? If they telling you, yo, you getting killed on the ropes, you got to keep that in the center of the ring, keep that jab in front of him, be first. Whenever he shot his jab, whenever he was being first, whenever he showcased his hand speed, he was able to keep Rayo honest. I noticed that throughout the fight. You know what I'm saying? But there he goes, standing square on the ropes, trying to defend himself as if he got some type of sharp defense, but he's getting hit all over the place. And the body shots was killing Chris Colbert. Chris Colbert. The straight left hand to the body was taking everything out of him. And I felt like that killed his legs as well. So maybe he had no choice but to sit on the ropes. Maybe
that's
his
what I
legs
was going to ask you. I was going to literally ask you that, Mark. Do you think he lost his legs and he was literally on the ropes because he lost his legs? That's what I was going to ask.
He got hit with a lot of body shots, man. And they didn't look like they was devastating, but it don't matter, bro. If you getting hit by a bigger guy like that who's constantly placing his power hand into your body, like right there in the abdominal area, that's gonna start something. That's gonna start breaking down your conditioning. That's gonna start your stamina bar just gonna keep going lower and lower and lower. And maybe that's what killed him. You know what I mean? Besides the first round where he took that huge amount of punishment, I think the constant body shots is what started to break him down as well, because he did recover, but his legs did seem like they were dead around the time that he had gotten knocked out. So maybe his legs was gone, which is something that Rayo did successfully. You know what I mean? That probably was a part of his game plan as well. But he even prior to the knockout and all of that, man, he wasn't really listening to his corner. You know what I mean? And from what I heard from people that actually been around Chris Colbert is that he's not like the hardest worker. You know what I mean? He's not the hardest worker, and I heard that he complains a lot. You know what I mean?
Not a gym rat.
Yeah, like he a big baby. You know what I'm saying? Like he only want to do what he feels like is good for him. Just a uncoachable dude. You know what I mean? Like a talented man, but not very coachable. You know what I mean? Like he could fight. He could beat a lot of dudes. But you know what I'm saying? Like he's
early in his career, he was like prospect status. Like he was like one of the dudes you was looking at, like, what's this dude gonna do? Like this dude, I remember they did a whole little video on that boy on Netflix or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but they did like
nobody call that nigga B-Hop no more.
They used to call him Lil B-Hop. I remember that.
Right. I thought he was gonna do something, but I did notice that he was light. And Greg Hackett kind of spoke on that a little bit earlier today. I saw he did a little video at YSM where he was like, it don't look like dude do no work with no weights. Like he's never had any muscle. He's never had any power. Like he's never generated any power. He's never worked on that. He's always kind of like depended on that boxing, that defensive boxing style. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to fight defensively, and going up to 135 and trying to compete in a division where you got, you got people like Gervonta Davis hanging in there, or Valenzuela, or Isaac Cruz, or Frank Martin. When you just go down the line of people in that division, it's like, who are you going to compete with if you don't have any power to keep them honest?
See, and that's the thing too, Clay, because you got to think too, right? It's like you could be a OD defensive fighter, but you're going to also have to know how to brawl and know how to trade and have flair, have pop in your punches too. Like you got to have all those mechanics. And you know what I'm saying? Some niggas, you can't just hide behind a Philly shell all fight, or just hope that you just jab for jabbing a nigga. Like that shit not going to last long, especially on the ropes. 35. Yeah, it's even especially on the ropes. That's what I'm saying. Like,
and there's people that actually got defense on the ropes. You know what I mean? There's people that's actually able to defend themselves real well on the ropes, like James Toney. I've seen Floyd do it. I've seen Tevin do it, but he's not as defensively sound as he make it seem. He's definitely lacking in the defensive department, and Rayo exposed that. You know what I mean? Because Rayo's not the fastest dude. You know what I'm saying? He could have been like, if his defense was extremely sharp, how he claimed to be, he could have made Rayo miss a lot of shots. But
yeah,
he was getting tagged, man.
I think he'd have been more effective, like moving, using his feet to be defensive. Yeah. I think once he became stationary and he put himself against that rope, that's when it got real. That's when it went black, right? Like it's like he can't move, but so much against that rope. And Rayo was hitting him in punches and bunches. He hit him with like 2, 3, 4 punch combination. So he wasn't just like measuring him up and just taking off on him. He was like hitting him. He did a good job at dispersing the punches evenly, like body, head, body. You know what I'm saying? Like he just was keeping it to where Chris wasn't able to really to get the rhythm of what he was doing to him. You know what I mean? Without getting hit. And I think those legs went. I think he got a little PTSD in there as well. I mean, how could you not? When the first round starts the way it ended at the last match, it was like, oh man, not this again. Like, what the hell is this? I'm doing this again. So, I don't know.
Well, he could have either showcased movement that would have frustrated Rayo, or he could have possibly outboxed him, or he could have used his offense as his defense. You know what I'm saying? Like the hand speed, you could tell it bothered Rayo. Whenever he showcased it, whenever he was putting fast combinations together, like Rayo would shut up and wait for him to finish type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So maybe if he could have used his offense as his defense and give him some movement here and there whenever he needed the rest or whatever, he probably would have had more success. But he played right into Rayo's hands, man, and Rayo made the adjustments necessary too. You know what I mean? Like there was things that Cobra didn't do well, and there was things that Rayo seen that he did wrong. You could tell he went back and he studied his flaws, him and his team, of course, and they made the adjustments necessary, and he toe tagged him, man. He toe tagged him. So hopefully Chris Colbert goes back down to 30, man, because he got no business at 35. Them dudes at 35, and Rayo's not even the best one in that division. So he go up to 35. If he stay at 35, I think it's sweet, man. He gonna run into another dude who really about that action that'll really hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like Isaac Cruz will hurt Chris Colbert. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like Edwin De Los Santos will hurt Chris Colbert.
Oh my God!
Like these type dudes, he's Frank not ready Martin. For, man. Yeah, Frank. Yeah. It's safe to say Frank Martin will hurt that man badly. You know what I'm saying? So he need to go back down to 30. Make himself a contender back in the 130-pound division. Try to get a Hector Garcia rematch if possible. If that's what he wants to do, that's still a bad style matchup for him, honestly. So
I think Hector stops him.
Yeah, Hector probably a little bit too much for him right now. But maybe since Hector got a couple losses now, maybe he might have a better chance. But I mean, he could probably get a couple more W's and then contend, and then maybe fight Lamont Roach for the belt since they both PBC guys. They could probably make something happen.
Okay,
I don't know. But his best bet is at 30 because at 35, he fooled, man. He fooled for sure.
He ain't got it. I agree with you. And also, go see a therapist or something, bro, because that arrogant, I'm not listening, that whole attitude you got, that whole energy you got, I just don't see who's going to be able to work with that man in a productive way, man. I mean, I'm sure he's not going to change trainers. It looks like the trainer's been with him. I guess it's Oriolano Sosa's been with him since he started. I guess I guess they're not going nowhere. But maybe that's why Chris was comfortable talking to him that way as well. But they need to firm up that relationship. He has to understand student, teacher, coach, you know what I'm saying? Take instruction like that. That what happened in that corner, like you said, on camera like that, bad look, brother. Bad look.
Definitely a bad look. And that's something that I had to learn as well. Because when I was a young up and coming coach, I still am. I'm 25, about to be 26. But like when I first started coaching and stuff like that, man, the mistake that I had made, especially when I started training, like the smaller kids, was like I was talking to them as if they were my friend. You know what I'm saying? Talking to them as if I was their friend, and they started treating me like their friend. You know what I mean? They started acting like they ain't had to listen to me, and they'd be playing around and stuff like that. When it was serious and time to get to work, they wasn't serious. So I had to really switch up my whole approach and start talking to them as if I was their coach and not their friend. You know what I mean? And a lot of my fighters are older. They in their 20s or like late teenagers, like 18, 19. So I completely switched that up, and I've seen better results since then. You just, as a trainer, man, you can't talk to these dudes like you, they friend. And one of the most popular examples I could think of was when Robert Garcia was training Brandon Rios. You know what I'm saying? He made Brandon Rios a world champion. You know what I mean? Had some great fights with guys like Mike Alvarado and stuff like that. But then throughout the course of time, Brandon Rios had trouble making weight consistently. He was lacking discipline in the gym, not doing what he needed to do. And when they had asked why things were going that way, it was because Brandon Rios was very comfortable with Robert Garcia to the point where he felt like that was his friend. You know what I mean? I think that Brandon Rios, he had left Robert Garcia, started training with Ricky Funes out there at Ten Goose Gym, and was able to like revitalize his career because Ricky Funes didn't know him. You know what I mean? And he had that. It wasn't like a friend relationship. It was a coach fighter type relationship. And some people need that type of discipline. Like when I was in school, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. When the teachers, because I went to a pretty good high school, you know what I mean? I was pretty good academically. When teachers were like teachers, you know what I'm saying? And they actually made me do my work and stood on top of me and stuff like that, I succeeded. But then when I went to college and I noticed that they pretty much don't really care what you do in college. Like you pretty much got all the freedom in the world. It's like, all right, because in my high school, if you didn't do your homework, you got a detention. You know what I'm saying? In college, it's like, yo, it's either you going to do it or not. We're not going to hold your hand through the process. And I ain't going to lie to you, like that kind of, I kind of took advantage of that, bro. I was like, all right, they're not going to stay on top of me. I ain't going to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I was already going there like on a full ride for academics and stuff like that. I was like, you know what I'm saying?
How my prep school was.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, like, all right, y'all know y'all don't care about what I do. I ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, you didn't understand that you were just shorting yourself, like because they didn't care. You already paid the tuition. They were like, oh, if you want to waste it, that's on you, bro.
Yep.
That's how it is in college.
Yeah.
Like, teachers like, yo, you show up if you want. Like,
yeah. So if there's any trainers on here, you know what I mean? I feel like I know a lot of these trainers be hating on me and stuff like that. Since I'm younger than them, they feel like they know more than me.
Because you're doing your job, man. That's exactly how it's supposed to be.
My advice to you is don't be treating your fighters like friends, man, because they will take advantage of that. And they'll you know what I'm saying? They'll
Mark,
really do dirty.
what you got an early lesson on being a parent. I know you got a daughter, right?
I got a son. I got
a son, my bad. You got a son.
Yeah.
You'll see. There's gonna be that point in time, especially because he's your son, where you're gonna have that relationship with him where it's kind of friendly. You know what I'm saying? When you vibing with your son, but you're gonna see that line where like you can't be his friend, bro. You know, you could be his friend like later in life, 17, 18, but he can't think shit sweet. Like we can be cool, but there's definitely a separation. I'm the father, you the son. I give instructions, you take instructions. You don't lie to me. You stay online because I got to keep you safe out here and get you to the next chapter of your life. And that to me, that's how I would relate to what you're talking about as far as the coaching, because I do have a son. You know what I'm saying? I got a 6-year-old son who's upstairs right now, and I got 2 daughters as well. But yeah, man, it comes down to that. There's roles that we have to play, and anybody will take advantage where the people, like you said, you didn't even realize you would be that kind of person until you were put in that situation. Like you was somebody in high school who was used to being a certain way. You were given the freedom in college, and all of a sudden you find yourself not giving a shit, and you're a good student, right? So yeah, it's important to have that line in the sand, man. It's definitely important to have that line.
Yeah, look, my pop just wrote on here talking about big facts. You know what I'm saying? So you know exactly what I'm talking about. He said, I'm fair to my guys, but they know I don't play. And you shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when I was a young up-and-coming coach and I had a few kids running around the gym and stuff like that, I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? I want to be known as like that cool coach that everybody rock with. But they treat you like you a friend, and then they act like what you talking about don't really matter no more. They just want to play in your face all day, and nah, bro, we can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I really had to switch up the whole approach, and ever since I did, things been a lot better, man. So that's word of advice to these trainers out here, man. Don't be talking to these fighters like they your friends or anything like that, bro. You got to make sure you maintain that coach-fighter relationship with them, because if not, they will run you over, essentially. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's going on right now. Who's saying something?
Nigga said bring up AB versus Covert. AB will smoke Covert.
Nah, AB is supposed to be fighting.
Huh? They nowhere
Rolly,
near,
right? I heard this. What is it? I'm hearing something about an AB Rolly, right?
That will make a lot more sense. But this dude Rolly talking about what Rolly said. He said, "Oh, I'm enjoying life
I
right
nigga
now."
Rolly say, yo, he don't even feel like getting back in the gym. Like
He said that he don't even care about going back to the gym. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
he's starting that stupid talk.
Yo, he is an idiot, bro. Like Rolly
He got
is one of the biggest
exposed, Mark.
idiots.
He got exposed to him. And let me tell you the worst exposing that can happen when you get exposed to yourself. He got exposed to himself. He went through what he went through with Gervonta, and in his mind, he said, okay, that was Gervonta. But then he got in with the old dude, and the old dude exposed him. And then right now, I'm telling you, Rolly's going through, can I do this or not? I believe that's what he's going through mentally. Am I built for this or not? Am I going to be able to compete on the high level that I need to compete to be where I'm at? He got that free belt, and he's scared to defend it and lose it in an embarrassing way. And he's trying to find himself. That's what I believe.
Emphasize on the scared to lose it.
Yeah, he knows he's going to lose it almost. He knows he can't box. He feels it like, I'm not a good boxer, man. I'm just not a good boxer.
And then this dude is talking, I think like Ryan Garcia was talking about, yeah, me and Rolly could be next or whatever. And Rolly was talking about, who says that we next? Like, he's trying to play it like he the A side with Ryan. I'm going to tell you this right now. You got a world title and all that, but you not the A side when it comes to when you going up against Ryan Garcia. I guarantee you not. You know what I mean? Especially after the pay-per-view vibes he just had with Tank. Ain't no way you A side against. You can have all the belts you want. You know what I mean? You're not a hotter like commodity than Ryan Garcia right now. You're not popping like him right now. You're gonna have to bend to his demands. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? You might have a chance. You might beat Ryan. I don't know. But what I do know is they're gonna be sending you the offer. You know what I'm saying? And you just gonna have to rock with it from there. So I don't understand like this dude Rolly. I mean, you get a premature stoppage against like a 40-year-old man who was giving you work. You got knocked out in sparring a couple weeks before the fight. You know what I'm saying? And now you got a belt and you acting like you a top dog at 140, bro. You the weakest link at 140. Let's not get it misconstrued.
I'm surprised niggas ain't targeting him. Like if I was Devin,
they are.
That's why
he pulled himself out the game. They are targeting him, and that's why he got
injured. They all calling him out. AB even calling him out.
Listen, that's easy money. They're like, he got a belt too. I gotta get him. Who gonna get him first? That's what they saying.
That's facts. My pop said boy was 40 in Cuban years. That's a fact, dog. That dude gotta be like 55. He gotta be like 55, giving Rolly work. You know what I'm saying? Put him on his back pockets and all, trying. Yo, did you see how Rolly was performing in that fight? He acted like he was outboxing him, trying to give him movement and all type. I'm like, bro, this not you, bro. And what was crazy was when Rolly started fighting like himself, he had success. But bro, terrible game plan.
I'm talking about Mark right here. The confidence is gone.
Terrible ring IQ, man. Just a horrible fighter, man. Horrible, dog. Like Canelo say, horrible fighter, bro. Like,
he's looking for the big bag, the biggest bag he can get, because he know he going to sleep. He know he going to sleep. So he's like, who's going to give me the biggest bag? And I'm going to take this L, and it's probably going to be my last fight. But let me get the biggest bag I can. I think he would do better in like mixed martial arts, like going like UFC. I think he'd do better in that arena than
he
boxing.
would, because he don't got to be technical on his striking there. He can kind of swing wild
and he has the martial arts background.
Yeah, he did. I think he did like more. I don't know if it was Muay Thai.
No,
he did something. He did judo,
like Taekwondo or some shit like that.
Yeah, he did one of them Jones. Yeah, that's where he first started with. Then he started boxing. So Rolly came a long way for somebody who didn't have no boxing experience. I'll give him credit for that. But bro, he's a weak link, man. And you talking about you surprised there ain't no target on his back? Yo, all of the champions have been calling him out. Like Subarel was talking about. Subarel said that man is the king of he's the champion of McDonald's. Like he's like yo, you're trash. Like he's like you're trash, bro. Like I'm gonna put you in the hospital. Subarel saying that. Devin, yo, they be laughing at him, bro. They be like, man, he fooled, dog. Like whenever they want to make that happen, that's an easy belt.
Well, you know that he denied the Ryan fight. He knocked the Ryan fight away. He said he doesn't want to do that. He's officially like denied that fight. So he's saying he told Ryan, go ahead and fight Devin. Go fight Devin. So now they trying to set up Devin and Ryan, which I think will be.
So who he gonna fight? Who he gonna fight?
He said he wants AB. He said he wants AB.
Yo, he said that? Like he actually said that? I'm about to look into
it. I'm telling y'all, he said
Mark, we bet another 50 on that.
AB gonna fuck him up.
I got AB.
AB gonna beat. Yo, AB nice. What are we talking about right now? He's got problems, but AB's not nothing to play with, bro.
I might bet you on that one.
You think AB gonna lose, Mark?
Shit, he always do.
Nah, AB loses the top shelf. He don't lose to no suckers, man. What sucker he lose to?
Okay.
You think? Yeah, I mean, you the trainer. You got the eye, bro. You probably know. I ain't here to go there with you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen now. I'm just saying. He said, all right.
AB is shot, man.
Yeah, he looks
shot. Y'all don't want to admit it. That boy is shot. The old AB would have beat Rolly. Yeah. This ain't the same. This ain't the same boner, man.
I gotta really see. I gotta see the training videos. I gotta see.
I think AB will lose to all the champions at 40. That's what I think,
including Rolly. Obviously, including Rolly.
I think everybody except Rolly.
I think Rolly fresher than him, man. I just think that it's not because Rolly's good. It's because of what AB's lacking at this point in time.
Wait. When was Rolly's last fight?
Your dad asked AB versus
Rolly's last fight was Barroso.
Your dad asked AB versus
that was at the beginning of the year, right? That was like January, right?
I don't even remember. He said, "I got bum ass Rolly."
About to be a year.
You know what I'm saying? Like Rolly will beat AB right now. I think this version of AB will lose to Rolly. I think that. Yep.
Hold on. He said your dad said it. He said, "I got bum ass Rolly over versus." Wait, what did he say? I got bum ass Rolly versus AB.
Yeah, he said he got.
He got AB too.
No,
he got Rolly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, man, it's not because I believe Rolly better. That's not the reason. The reason is because how horrible AB looks right now.
But he be looking good like once he shaves and he works out and he gets on point. Like he don't
look so bad. I'm not talking about looks anymore. I'm talking about boxing abilities.
Outside of the ring, he be looking horrible. Like he got the grays in his beard. Now he look like me, and I know he a young dude.
My nigga AB.
AB, look how the way AB looked against Gervonta Santiago. Do you remember that fight?
Nah, I didn't see that one.
He fought Gervonta Santiago, bro, and Gervonta Santiago, he beat him. But there was a lot of people that believe Gervonta beat him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then another thing, he was having trouble with Gervonta Santiago's pressure.
Your dad is wilding, dog.
They say AB uses Hennessy as mouthwash. That's wild.
Your dad getting that AB right now, bro.
Now I'm gonna be honest. We gotta see AB in another fight that he wants to like really train. Like, bro, he ain't really had to train for that lawyer.
I never seen nobody get as much chances as AB, right?
No, for real. Seriously,
AB every time, bro. I think it's because we was hooked on the idea that he'd be the next Floyd. So when he didn't show us that, and then he'll be like, "Oh, I wasn't focused this fight. I'm gonna be focused this time." And we like, "Oh shit, here he go again." And then he lay another egg, and we like, "Oh man, he didn't give us everything we needed, bro. Oh man, he about to fight Pacquiao. He gonna show y'all." lose to Pacquiao. That, bro, I'm trying to tell you, there was people that believe. You know how much money I made when Mikey beat AB? Like, I knew Mikey was gonna beat AB.
Yeah, duh. People thought AB. Yeah, that he's not
people
gonna.
that was like,
Yeah.
yo, AB wasn't doing no interviews. That whole build up to that fight, he wasn't doing no interviews. He wasn't talking to nobody. It was like, oh, AB focus, man. Yo, AB gonna wash Mikey, man. Mikey too
Nah, I
small,
don't know
man.
why anybody would think that's crazy.
No, Mikey was one of the best fighters in the world at that time.
He was one of them.
Like, ain't no way. I said, y'all think he gonna beat? Y'all think he gonna beat Mikey?
He don't throw enough punches to compete with somebody like Mikey.
Bro, and that's the thing. People can say whatever they want about Rolly. He not skilled. You know what I'm saying? He do this, he do that. And one thing about Rolly, he's strong as hell and he don't get tired.
Yeah.
He don't get tired. He let his hands go. Everything he throw is bombs, bro. He throw nothing but bombs, and he be in top shape, and he punch hard as hell, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, that's a fact.
The jab be a bomb, the straight be a bomb. Everything's a bomb.
That nigga got power for some odd reason. I don't know.
Gervonta said he's the hardest puncher he ever went against. That's what Gervonta said. He said he's the hardest puncher out of anybody he's ever fought.
How many hard punches did Gervonta go up against?
Facts. I was thinking about it while I was saying it, bro.
Not even a diss, you know, niggas. Not even a diss.
You didn't hear me kind of fade while I was saying it. I'm like, Gervonta.
Not even a diss. Like, I was just saying, like, I like
Isaac Cruz could punch.
Does Isaac Cruz?
So he was picking between them two.
Isaac could punch, bro. I see.
I mean, does he really? I mean, yeah, he does.
He not like a one shot knockout artist, but he could punch.
He got those hooks that come out of nowhere. I think it just kind of
Slon said it perfect just now. Oh my god, he got retard strength. That special edge strength is crazy.
He got something going
niggas don't understand.
My dad said all crazy people are strong. That's a fact.
Facts.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, I think this version of AB will lose to Rolly. Yeah, I think that. And if they actually
got me thinking, because I'm not like, I ain't gonna lie, AB get hit by some shit. Yeah, he definitely gonna be in the shell mode.
Yeah, like
I don't know, man. I gotta
I'm just thinking of AB like on
I gotta see the training
defense type shit, but I don't know if I don't know.
No nose Barrios, he a sharp puncher, but he's not a big puncher. Santa Cruz can't punch to save his life, and Gamboa was shot when he fought.
By the time shot for sure.
That wasn't the Gamboa that fought Crawford, bro.
But look, I mean, we're going back to Gervonta. Gamboa was running it with Gervonta a little bit. He was running it, man.
Gervonta looked like he was like overtrained for that fight or something.
Yeah, he was running.
Like he didn't look right. Son was off with Tank. I don't know if he was cutting corners that camp or I don't know, man. I don't know exactly what that situation was.
I think Tank.
I think that was his worst performance for real. I think
against Gamboa, right? Yeah, I agree.
Tank's worst performance, bro. That was a terrible fight. He would have went up against the wrong dude that night.
That's what I feel like. I feel like he was going against the wrong dude. He looked regular that night, which is not bad. Obviously, it got him to win, but he looked regular. He looked like regular that night, if that makes any sense. I'm saying, like,
no's getting offended. Look terrible. We still got the KO, right? I mean, obviously. A lot of people
there they go. That's another subject I want to talk about tonight. Bro. I definitely want to talk about that tonight. Why can't say
nothing about Tank? It's like
you saying
it's like when you talk about LeBron or something. You can't say nothing about LeBron.
Like you can't highlight nothing. He can't do nothing better than
you gotta say everything positive about.
I'm gonna tell you the Twitter Gervonta army, them niggas, yo, I hate them
solid,
niggas.
Bro. They solid.
I muted like 3 accounts. Like I ain't even gonna
get bad, man.
Well, them niggas is
hard. Yeah, exactly, Slime. Like that's not the point. Yeah, the point. We're not talking about him getting the knockout, bro. Don't nobody care about that. We know he not getting Bo out. Barely, but he not getting Bo out. But what we saying is, despite him getting a knockout win, that was his worst performance. He's had phenomenal performances. That was his worst one. Straight like that. The Fonseca one was kind of shaky too. But you know what I'm saying? The Gamboa one, that was his worst one by far.
It looked like he was having a hard time.
A lot of our favorite fighters had terrible performances.
Exactly. Terrence Crawford got put on his ass by me. What was Mean Green? Whatever the fuck is machine. Yeah, man. Like people have bad fights, but the Tank fans are the loyalists. craziest.
You can't say nothing.
Yo, I
about
was
like,
just
they're
saying
not
it. I was
playing.
just saying it. I'm like, yo, niggas don't realize, yo, that Tank loss gonna hurt harder than Spence loss.
Oh
Like,
my God!
it's going
Listen, let me
like,
tell you
yo,
something. Roy Jones.
Yo,
I
they
always
gonna be
remember
like-
that night when Roy Jones lost against Tarver. Broke my heart, bro. Humbled me, bro. Like, listen to me, dog. That shit fucked my head up. From that night on, I said I'll never be a fan of a boxer again like that. Like, I
Yo,
like boxers.
my pop was celebrating when Roy got knocked out.
Did he? Man, I was broken. I was staring at the TV like, is he gonna get up? Like, I didn't even know what to say to him. I couldn't believe it, bro. It was just like watching the trade towers. I tell people it was just
How
like
about
watching
when,
the trade towers go down.
I mean, we talked about everything we need to talk about. Fuck it, let's just chop it up. How did y'all feel when Pacquiao got knocked out? When Marquez slept in? What y'all was thinking?
I ain't gonna lie,
I
that
thought
shit,
that was
I
crazy.
was shocked.
No, but how did y'all feel though? Was y'all like happy? Was y'all sad? Like what? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. When Pacquiao got slumped, bro, I was ready to throw a party. Cause it was
I wasn't sad. I'll say that. I don't know if I was
hyped
happy.
because at that time I was heavy on the Mayweather. I was like, yo,
Yeah,
I
I wasn't
told you,
happy,
You know what I'm saying?
but
yeah, at that
I
time,
was
bro,
in shock though for sure. The shock was serious. It was quiet. It was one of those, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
like he just
Yo, the
laid
whole
still.
crib, the whole crib stopped. And I was the only one who didn't like Pacquiao in that John. So everybody was like all upset, bro. I'm jumping up and down like I just won $1 million. Like I hit the jackpot. Man,
Were you happy because Pacquiao got knocked out? Or were you happy for Marquez? Like
both of
Both?
them. Because I was a huge. All right, my dad said he want to get on this live. All right, I'm gonna bring you on, Pop. This is the first time I think he came on too.
Yeah, I've never seen him before.
Yeah. Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. I was terrified of Pacquiao because I was a huge Floyd fan.
Yeah,
So
when
you
I
got
seen
scared
him,
he was
when
gonna
I see him put head into sleep, and I was seeing him punch on Miguel Cotto and all that, bro. I was like, yo, what is going on? I'm like,
when
yo,
I seen
who
him
is
do it
this
to
dude?
Margarito.
Yo,
When I seen him
was
do it to
shook.
Margarito, I was like, yo, this
Yo,
dude
I
is on
was
something.
shook, bro. When I seen him drop Shane Mosley, I was like, what the fuck? It's like, yo, Shane Mosley got like that boy chin made out of vibranium. You just dropped him like that. I was like, yo, I seen Mosley get hit by everybody under the sun and he ain't never moved. You just dropped him. I'm like, yo, who is this dude, bro?
Yeah,
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was shook. I was like, yo, Floyd,
yo.
bro.
So look, question. This has come up in many different conversations, but there's never been no conclusion. Test results were never able to expose this man. But was Manny Pacquiao on PEDs?
How low key think he was?
I think he was. I mean, we can't prove it at the end of the day.
I know.
But my opinion, for somebody to move up 8 weight classes and not lose any speed, no power, anything like that, that's suspicious to me. I think that with somebody who started at like 105 pounds growing up and then ultimately goes up to 54 and beats up a huge guy like Antonio Margarito, didn't lose any speed, no power. Because usually when guys move up in weight,
He gained power.
yeah, it's like he got stronger as he went up. It was so weird, bro. Like he got faster. Like his killer instinct just shot through the roof. Like it was very unusual, man. It was and
People were saying that he was starving. He was starving in the Philippines. They were like, that was a starving man, and he got to eat because he had money. That's why he got the size. He's supposed to be that size.
That sound good. That sound good.
What was that Filipino steak? Filipino
that
beef.
Sound good. You might. They might be able to get somebody else with that. Yeah.
But I remember like that was really like Pacquiao versus Floyd. That was the fight to be made. Like that was our generation.
What confirmed my suspicions was when Floyd offered him drug testing and he was like dancing all around it.
Oh yeah, that's a fact too.
All the different excuses that he made, which is
remember the excuse it's against my religion to take my blood, something like that.
Against your religion. He said he was scared of needles.
Right.
And then when he did accept the drug test, he said that he didn't want to take it 2 weeks before the fight. And ironically, it takes 2 weeks for performance enhancement drugs to really start taking effect in your system. So that was weird. He said that he turned down random blood and urine testing. And then on top of that, he even turned down he even priced himself out of the first couple times that Floyd offered him to fight. Right. So I think it's funny when people was talking about Floyd duck Pacquiao at that time. No, Floyd was looking for that money, man. He wanted to fight Pac because he knew he could outbox him. You know what I'm saying? I think he knew stylistically that was in his favor, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. Hold up.
Yeah.
He in the
Oh, there he
building.
go.
What's going on?
Yo, why you put that damn sweater
Salute,
on?
OG. Salute.
I got my pajamas on.
Uh-huh.
Got my pimping pajamas on. What's going on, man?
What's up, Pop?
Chilling, man. We're talking about who we enjoy seeing getting knocked out.
Oh yeah.
No,
We
we
talking
saying
about
we saying
Oh.
what when who gonna make
Roy.
the world stop when they lose?
Well, I'll tell you who I enjoy. I'm gonna tell you who I enjoy seeing get knocked out. That was Roy Jones.
Man, why? Roy was the man.
Bum ass dude. I can't stand Wilder. I enjoy Wilder a lot more.
Damn.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not there all the way with the Wilder, but I'm kind of there with you because. But go ahead, tell me why, because I got my reasons.
Because Wilder, number one, Wilder. I honestly, and I don't really care who feels otherwise. But Wilder is the most overrated heavyweight I've ever seen in my life. Wilder cannot box. Wilder has no defense. Wilder has a big right hand, and that's about it. And then what he did after the fight, of accusing Mark Breland of spiking his water and all these, the outfit, all the excuses. If he would have taken it like a man, and not made all these excuses, I would have been good with that, man.
Right.
But all them excuses he made him look 10 times worse, man. And I had to. I lost even more respect with this dude when that happened. So when I seen him lose again, he was even better. Like fuck that. Pacquiao, I'm glad he got knocked out.
100%, 100%, man. On Wilder, 100%. I think he's an overrated boxer. I don't even consider him a boxer. I call him a fighter. He's a fighter, and he's got that power in that one hand. I'm telling you right now, to this moment, I'm telling you guys right now, I will not be shocked if Joseph Parker don't win that fight Saturday. I won't be shocked.
I'm saying that too. I'm saying if it goes 12, Joseph's gonna win the decision. That's what I'm saying. If it goes 12, but I don't think it's gonna go 12.
I don't think Joseph gonna be able to avoid that right hand for 12 rounds.
I don't think it goes 12.
But Wilder's got a little chin too, though. Wilder's been buckled a couple of times, man. Joseph could hurt him.
You right, because he definitely was buckled by Luis Ortiz part 2.
Luis could
got that knockout.
Luis could really punch though. I seen Luis flat.
Oh yeah, the gorilla. But the Haitian dude, what's the Haitian dude buckled him in the first time they fought?
Bermain.
Yeah, Bermain. The first match he buckled him, bro.
Dreadhead dude.
Gerald, what's his name? Gerald Washington buckled him, bro. Had that boy doing a stinky leg back to the corner, and he always gets blessed and laced up at the end of the round.
Eric Molina buckled Wilder too. The drummer boy, he rocked Wilder real bad. So yeah.
Yo, what's your definition of no chin?
That's a good question. Go ahead, Pop. You want to answer that?
My definition of no chin is a fighter. See, a lot of people. Let me touch on this a little bit. A lot of people think that because a fighter consistently goes down, he has no chin. We have fighters like, let's say, like Tito Trinidad, that his problem was more of bad balance. Always got up to knock the guy out in the very next round. You have fighters that
like Marquez.
Right, Marcus. But you have guys that pretty much get knocked out with a jab. I mean, knocked out bad. I've seen guys get really, really, really hurt with punches that made no sense. And the problem with that is, I mean, I've seen fighters that have a decent chin, and after a knockout, all of a sudden become chinny. A lot of that has to do with them not allowing their body enough time to heal. People think that they could get knocked out and come back, a month later, 60 days later. That's not going to happen. That was what I was saying about Spence. Spence took all them shots. People wanted him to come right back 2 months later. That's not going to happen. The same thing is going to happen. For example, Roy, after Tarver knocked him out, everybody and their mother knocked him out. I mean, and Roy, isn't he about to fight again?
He about to fight Tommy. They talking about he gonna fight Tommy Fury.
Yeah, he's gonna fight. And Roy, I mean, it's clear. Roy's got neural problems right now.
Yeah, he definitely got neurological damage for sure.
That boy's looking to die in the ring.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest scare. I mean, either I don't know how his bank account is looking, but I mean, why else? Why else?
Yeah, he gotta be getting
Still
low on
fighting.
funds.
But don't any training and doing stuff like that. That's not paying like that.
I mean, he don't got no top rated fighter, so I doubt
He ain't with Eubanks no more.
Nah,
See,
he with Bomac. Eubank with Bomac.
But I thought that was just for one fight. I thought that was just because Roy was busy.
Nah, he with Bomac.
How much?
Bomac not even allowed in England no more.
How much money do you think this trainers make?
I don't know. Mark was saying like 10%. Hopefully,
typically,
it's 10. Listen, it's 10%. It's 10% when you make X amount of money, you know. And this was the problem with Pacquiao and Freddie Roach. Fighters, you know, I manage fighters, and you know, I know how the whole thing goes with some of these fighters. Once they start making X amount of money, now they just want to give you a flat fee. You know, so you know, if I'm making $20,000, $10,000, yeah, I'll give you 10%. But when I'm making $10 million, I'm not giving you your 10%. You know, now I'm giving you a flat fee. And this is why when certain fighters get to a certain stage, they have this fallout with the trainers, and it's always about money. You know, I've seen it happen. I know a lot of fighters. I've done it to good friends of mine. You know, fighters like Miguel Cotto was a total scumbucket. You know what I mean? One of my best friends was a Scutman, and his first trainer all the way to the Zab Judah fight never charged him $1. After the Zab Judah fight, he was supposed to give him $50,000. When he asked for the money, Miguel said, "Well, you know, working for me is payment enough. I fire him." So he worked with Miguel through his amateur career. Yeah. All his fights up to Zab Judah never made $1 on him.
That's a fact. That's a true story.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. And like that, I'm telling you, I know a lot. I mean, that's why, you know, people either mess with me or they don't, because I'm going to call it the way it is, you know, and I don't really care about anybody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to call it like it is. And in this business, I can name them. And I don't speak unless I know for a fact. You know, I don't speak. I don't repeat stuff I hear. You know,
is it more like a business with the fees and all that when it's like not blood related? Like, do you think like fighters that are trained by their pops and stuff like that, like it's not really like a percentage, they just give them however they want to give them?
No. I mean, everything's a business. The problem is that boxing associations don't honor contracts between trainers and fighters. They don't. The Association of Boxing Commission don't honor contracts between trainers and fighters. Only managers and fighters. So, you know, I'm a trainer and I'm a manager. You know, like I've broken ties with certain fighters that I don't train anymore, but I still getting paid on the management side. But I think that whole father and son relationship, like I could never take 30% of my son if my son was fighting. I mean, but that's me.
Right.
You know, I mean, I think father and son duos are usually bound, you know, for disaster. You know, I mean, again, you got a guy like Angel Garcia, you know.
Angel Garcia.
Don't be talking crazy. You from Philly, Pot. Don't be talking crazy.
Oh yeah, leave Angel out of it. What about that's a good segue?
Hold on, Clay. What'd you say, Pop? What'd you say, Pop?
I said I will beat the shit out of him. He knows that too. He knows that.
I tried to segue. I was trying.
Hey, listen. That's why he plays with everybody. He acts crazy with everybody but me. I know him for too long.
Like I said, OG got history with him.
Oh yeah. We grew up on the same block.
Mm.
And this is how I know that he had nothing ever had nothing to do with boxing. Never boxed, never trained anyone. You know, when he got Danny was already made by his grandfather. Again, I've been in the mix of all these people. So sometimes I read stuff and I laugh about it because people believe anything they hear.
I mean, sometimes that's all that is there. That's all that's there is what's to hear. Like we don't know. Like, you know, like I thought, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting enlightened right now. I thought the angel like trained him from like the out the womb, like took this kid, and I didn't know.
No, Angel. no. And Dan, listen, I'll tell you real quick. Danny was raised by his grandfather. Okay, Danny was raised by his grandfather, and Danny was when Angel came home from prison, Danny was getting about to turn pro. Angel started as an assistant and then became head. Angel wanted to be cut man. Angel wanted everything. Danny could have gotten a lot farther in boxing. He never got to that next level because he wouldn't accept any help. But meanwhile, he was taking 30% on that kid. You know, which
Danny wouldn't accept any help, or Danny? Angel wouldn't accept any help. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm
again,
just keeping a buck. Angel don't even know how to hold a pair of pads.
Angel knows nothing. Have you ever heard the instructions it gives him?
Yes, it's crazy. But you know, from my perspective of not having any training background or understanding, I always just say, man, it's just a relationship they got. Because the foundation for me was always Angel trained him from since he was young, so that immediately made me not question it. You understand? I was like, oh, they just got this thing that they do together. That's what they do, like, because it works. As far as I was concerned, I'm like, he was WBC champion. I'm like, oh, so it's worked. I don't get it, but they get it.
Danny accomplished what he accomplished on natural ability.
Wow.
It's a fact.
You know,
wow.
Even a lot of the fights he won, you know, he was losing.
Yeah.
Until he cut someone with the, with a haymaker left hook. But again, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in boxing. You know, this is why I'm banned from a couple of podcasts. I want to call it like I see it. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no sugarcoat.
Mark, I think it's safe to say he'll never be banned from this podcast.
Never.
No.
Never.
That's why. Well, that's why
I don't give a fuck with nobody talking about.
Period.
I never get on because I tend to hurt people's feelings. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
But
it is what it is.
If you stay in your lane, you can't get your feelings hurt. You got to know what you know and know what you don't know.
Well, you know, just be honest. You know what I mean? Just too many fighters getting ripped off. Too many promoters getting rich of some of these fighters. You know, fighters fighting, not getting paid. I'm telling you, I've seen it all. One thing about my guys is my guys get paid every single time they are.
I'm gonna call you Coach Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Coach Rosa. Question. This is a question that I think. This is a question I believe that is exclusively for you. I think your expertise will give us some perspective on this question I'm about to ask that we would get from nowhere else, but somebody with your pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
Teofimo Lopez.
Mm-hmm.
No, before you ask that,
okay.
What do you think about Teofimo Lopez?
As a fighter?
I mean, start where you want to start at.
Before you ask that, my fault, Clay. I need to get
this. This is where I'm at with it too. You just that's why.
Well, I'll tell you like this, man. You know, if I could do one last thing in my life, I will have a box off with Danny's dad, Teofimo's dad, and Robert Guerrero's dad. then I'll give up boxing for the rest of my life. All right, all four of them, a whole box off.
Wow.
Right? But anyway, what I think about Teofimo Lopez, I think Teofimo Lopez has a lot of ability as a fighter. I think his outside the ring crap and his him being a clown has affected a lot of his possible earnings. You know, he as soon as they mentioned the Subriel Matias fight, I was telling one of my fighters who's a huge fan of him, oh, they fight. I said, bro, that fight is not going to happen. This is his defensive mechanism. He'll say, well, I'll fight him. I'll beat him. and then talk his way out of the fight. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I think he has a lot of boxing ability, but when I look at the man and I look at the man in the eyes, I see bitch in him. Like I really do. I see bitch in him. I think if the going gets rough, he'll bitch out. He's one of them guys that would quit on the stool.
Mm.
Kind of like a Victor Ortiz.
Oh my God, he was the worst.
Right. I think. Do you think the relationship? Because well, you already kind of like touched on the father, because I definitely was going to go into that too. But you kind of went in there. But as far as like father son duos and like that coach boxer relationship, how would you rate that as far as healthy to unhealthy? A scale of like unhealthy to like healthy. Like what is that? Because to me, I want to know your opinion. I really want to know your opinion. Like, what do you think about it?
Between them, between father and son with Tio.
Yeah, with Tio and his father.
Well, I think it's the same situation with Danny. I think you know me being an investor, or me being a huge sponsor, a huge company. You know, just because of the way his father acts or the stuff that his father says, I might not even want to mess with the fighter. So when you start acting a fool like that, you do hurt your son's pockets big time. You know, and I don't think I think that it's just not gonna work. You know, if Tio loses to one of the other top 3 guys, that's gonna be the end of him and his dad, because they're gonna start pointing the finger at each other. Tio's dad looks like the type of dude that if shit gets rough in the ring for his son, he'll leave him in the corner and walk away. You know, because it's all about him. A lot of these fighters, see, we got a lot of ain't shit dads out there that you know, they never accomplish shit in boxing, so they living through their kids. You know, so it's all about them. It's all about them. And again, Angel is one, Tio Fimo's another one. That was Roy Jones' dad. It's the same thing.
What about Sean Porter's dad?
You know what?
Because he pulled a stunt on that last fight. He stunted on him.
He did. I've never really been a big Sean Porter's fan, so I never really followed his career like that. But I know what, you know, he pulled a fast one on the last time, and
that was petty.
That was a stud up on Sean. Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Because
can't control nothing over here type shit.
Because their dad didn't want to get embarrassed.
I never looked at it like that. I never looked at it like that.
Listen, here in Philly, there's top trainers that I've seen multiple times walk out of their fighter's corner, and Mark knows what I'm talking about.
Like during the fight, like in the middle of the fight, walk away and leave the fighter there?
Yeah, their fighters get knocked out and they leave. The fighter's still laying on the canvas.
Oh my God.
You see what I'm saying?
That is crazy.
It's just what it is.
Well, I mean, wow, that doesn't get highlighted enough, because I've never seen that before. As much boxing as I've watched from my couch, you know what I'm saying? I've never seen that. You
got to pay quick attention. I'm telling you, it happens all the time. I know fighters. I've seen there's a top-notch trainer here in Philly that y'all all know very well. Okay? He's warming up one of his guys to go into the ring, but we're sharing the dressing room. So he's sending his team out with the guy because he has another fighter fighting next. And we're watching the fight on TV, and all the time, the whole time that his fighter is fighting in the ring, he's bashing him in the back. Talking about, oh my God, look at him. Oh man, this kid gets it. Right, Mark? This kid gets hit with everything. This kid's got no skills. Motherfucker, you train him. You see what I'm saying? That's when it becomes dangerous. See, a lot of these kids, they figure that, you know, you get trainers that you know, train you since the amateurs. Then when you get to a certain level, you want to go one of these celebrity trainers, not knowing that these celebrity trainers care about their celebrity status. And that's it. You make them look bad, they walk it away. And it happens over and over and over again. The same way you have disloyal fighters, you have a lot of disloyal coaches out here. A lot.
Wow.
You know, it's just what it is.
Who would you as far as like a good trainer, right? Trainer of the year status trainer, who would you put top of the list right now?
what the first thing I got to do is I gotta decide what makes you a trainer of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Because
that's the better question. What
because
makes a good trainer?
Because if Canelo and Reynoso have an issue right now, right, and he hires me, and I take him out, and he beats Benavidez, am I trainer of the year?
Hell yeah.
Are you? I don't know.
No,
I don't think so. Like, he's already Canelo.
He was my point exactly. You know, even though I'm not a big Canelo fan, I respect Eddie Reynoso a lot. He built that kid from scratch, from the ground up. You know, he built that kid from the ground up. You know, I think
So is that a big key factor? Like, when you're calling for a trainer, you're looking for a trainer who's actually done the work, not somebody who's riding the wave, somebody who's actually done the work.
Because that's what they do right now. They sit out. Listen, you come out to all these fights, you see tons of trainers in the audience, just looking at your fighter, trying to take your fighter, trying to talk to your fighter, trying to, offer him this and offer him that. Nobody wants to do the work. Listen, I don't have to work with kids anymore. And Mark could tell you how many amateurs I have. I don't even know how many I have.
I got a lot myself.
Yeah. He's got his own stable, and I got my own stable. And it's to the point that I don't have to do that. I could just sit back and collect my checks. But if I don't build them, they're not gonna get built. My pros are gonna get older every day.
Mm-hmm.
I like to reduce them, but a lot of trainers don't do that. I know trainers that tell you, no, we don't work with amateurs. Oh, what's your record? Oh, no, you too green. I work with you. You got to have over 10 pro fights. And stuff like that. Nobody wants to do the work, man. Everybody wants to, just the glory.
Right.
Nobody wants to stay there and teach this kid, how to hold his hand, how to place his feet. None of that stuff. That's what takes time.
So that's why.
Check this out. So somebody named the Fighting Prophet says, "Yo, Mazuma, can I come to Philly and record a spar with you? You talk tough like Southpaw. I am an MMA fighter. I think I might spark you out." Well, I'll tell you this, Fighting Prophet. Why don't you come over to my gym and attempt to record anything in my gym, and let's see if you're gonna make it out my gym with your camera. How about that?
Smack the fuck up before he comes in the gym.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't gonna make the better question is, can you come to my gym in Philly and then make it out of my gym in Philly? That's the better question. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here with all that. Eat a dick.
Let's block his ass.
Stupid ass.
Yeah, that was old, man. That was fresh as hell, bro.
Huh?
Welcome to the content creating space. Where anything goes.
That nigga ain't even had one video on his channel talking about recording a spar. That nigga is shy.
I record his ass beating he's gonna get in the gym. We got a couple of those.
I'm trying to go to the channel.
I just want a fair
that nigga ain't had one video on his channel.
He fake.
Yeah. Anyway, but that's what I mean, man. Like, again, and this is why, one thing about me, and one thing that I teach my son is I'm pro fighter 100%. I don't got into it all types of big time promoters. I don't care. You're not gonna play my fighters. You're gonna pay us what we agree for you to pay me, and that's the end. That's the end of that.
Let me ask you this, Coach Rosa. What do you think about today's boxing fan?
What do I think about the fan?
Today's boxing fan, and okay. I'm saying from the age of like 17 to like 30.
Like 13 to 30.
What I think right now is that, you see, the difference between today's boxing fans and back in the day's boxing fans. Back in the day, boxing fans, if they wanted to know a boxer, they will get their ass to the arenas. They will watch the fights. They will follow boxers. They will go. Gyms used to be packed all the time. Fans just watching people train. Now we get on YouTube. We get on, we get on all these platforms, social media, and because somebody gets up there and says, Tank is the greatest southpaw of all time, they start repeating the same thing. So they're not really, they're just parrots. They repeat everything they hear. They're not truly fans. I mean, and that's why a lot of these fans cannot name you any fighters from the 80s. All they do is what they watch on social media right now. And a lot of the fighters that we had that were good, there was no videos of them on social media. But then again, we also need to understand that the reason why we don't have the type of fans that we had back in the days is because we got these bum ass fighters right now that are more worried about their O's than about their belts, and they're not giving the fans the fights that they need, the fights that they deserve. Every time this bullshit happened with all these guys here, that don't want to fight each other, the one that loses are the fans.
And OG, I'm gonna add to that. These fans today need to chill out with bringing up how much niggas is making on pay-per-views and money and all of this, because we fans, we ain't touching their money. I don't know why niggas is leveraging niggas' money trying to prevent fights. Like, I want to see Devin versus Gervonta. I don't give a fuck who split is what. I don't care about none of that, and I never did. And that's why I think it's kind of, and I'm not even gonna put it on every fan base, but I really think Tank's fan base is polluting this shit, because there's a lot going on with. He made so much money off that Ryan fight.
Mhm.
It just got like, yo, Tank is just all like, yo, like, if you're not making this, you're gonna get pennies and you're gonna have to listen to him. You're gonna have to do this clause and you're gonna have to do what he say, or he just gonna pick anybody he want and he gonna give him a shot, and they not gonna care, because Tank don't gotta fight a legacy fight. He's still gonna make his money, and he's at that point when a lot of niggas just want to watch Tank fight anybody, like a Mexican, and it's gonna do.
I've had Tank
at that
fans.
level.
I've had Tank fans actually tell me out their mouth when I say, "Does it matter if he fights a generational talent or not?" They go, "Tank don't got to fight nobody, bro." They say Tank don't got to fight nobody, bro.
I heard Leonard say that out his own mouth.
I'm gonna tell you something real quick, and this might be hard to believe, but my son can go vouch for this. I don't watch boxing.
Is there a reason behind it?
Because there's no fights on TV that interest me right now. Not interested. I'd rather go to one of these local clubs out here and watch two pro debuts beat the crap out of each other, and I enjoy that more than going out there and watch David Haney run around for 12 rounds. Or
right,
watch
OG, I'm gonna add to that too. Do you think this year was a big part of that too, with Jamel doing what he did, Shakur doing what he did, Devin doing what he did, and I could go on and on. Even Richardson Hitchens doing what he did.
Well, I don't know. I just think, honestly, I just think fighters right now are just being overpaid. And we have sanctioning bodies.
Question from that. Go ahead.
Sanctioning bodies like the WBC, and sanctioning bodies like, and I don't care how they feel about me, because I tell them myself, it's if you're Mexican, you can do whatever you want to do with the WBC. All these sanctioning bodies are making so much money on these fighters that they don't care. They'll name 10 fighters on each weight class. They all sanctioning fees. So why would they want Canelo? Why would they strip Canelo of a belt when Canelo can go to Mexico and put 100,000 people at the Aztec Stadium in Mexico?
Same thing with AJ.
Right. It's all exactly. So it's all a business. But at the end of the day, who loses? That is the fan.
Yeah.
The fans loses. Right now, I'll tell you like this: if Devin Haney fights Subriel Matias, right? To me as a fan, let's say Devin Haney and Tank. Yes, and Tank. To me as a fan, that's the fight I would like to see. Two brawlers beating the crap out of each other. It's gonna be a knockout. It's gonna be big shots, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it makes a lot more sense for Tank to fight a boxer like Devin Haney. So again, the houses make the money, the fighters make the money, and the fans lose the right to watch a real fight. By the time they get to fight, they're 40 years old. And this is what I'm saying. Like, because of all the money these fighters are making, it's not about the sport anymore. It's about that check. And I understand, I understand, but it's not legacy.
It's not legacy. But OG, are you a fan of a technical defensive boxer? Or you really just you gravitate to brawlers? That's what got you into the sport.
No, I mean, I am a fan of a fighter that makes another fighter look ordinary. I don't care how he does
it. Did you watch Devin Haney and Regis Prograis?
I watched it because
Did
I
you enjoy
actually I watched it. The only reason why I watched it is because I was doing a play-by-play for some Spanish channel. But did I enjoy it? No. And I think Regis. What I said was whoever gets to establish their style of fighting the first 2 rounds wins the fight. Regis couldn't get past the jab, and after 2 or 3 rounds, he was just okay with just getting to the finish. So I would never watch Regis again. That's just me. Haney did what he was supposed to do. You see,
Haney could have finished him.
Yeah, but I'm about to ask you, did you feel like Haney did you feel some kind of way about Haney not finishing him? Do you think he should have, or did you?
No, I don't think he had the power to. I
So
think
what
he had
you
the
thought?
power.
What you thought of that knockdown in like the I think it was the 4th round.
I've seen people get knocked down with an open hand.
Yeah, I've seen somebody get knocked clean out with open hand.
So it's not
I
the
ain't gonna lie, I
knockdown.
knocked somebody out with open hand. I did it.
I'll tell you like this. I'll tell you like this. Did you see how he got up? Right?
He didn't even he got right up.
Do you think he would have gotten up like that if he would have gotten hit with the same hand by Tank or by even crazy Rolly or anybody else?
No, he would have needed a full
little
8 count. He would have needed a solid 8 count to get it together if he got back up.
If he got up. So that leads me to believe that even though he moved up in weight, you see, people think that because you move up in weight, you automatically develop punching power. That's not true.
You got to be born with it.
You can't teach power, bro. You could get somebody stronger. You could get somebody faster. If you're not a one-punch knockout artist, that's why I always said I'm 100% sure Pacquiao was juicing his whole career. His whole career.
I just asked that earlier.
His whole career. There's no way. If you can punch at 130 pounds, you're not automatically going to become a huge puncher at 154 pounds. It just doesn't happen that way. Remember, the guys are bigger. Now you're moving up to 154 pounds, but this guy's at 154 coming down from 175. So again, don't believe the hype, man. It's a lot of people out there, and a lot of these commentators, they tell you what they want you to hear. And we start again back to what I was saying before. You start just repeating what they were saying.
That's what I'm thinking. It's come to the point where a lot of these fans, it's like, man, like y'all niggas is robbing us from wanting to watch a real fight because y'all defending this nigga's bullshit all day. You know what I'm saying? And y'all not really keeping it real with him. Like, yo, nigga, just get in there. Like, feel me? Like,
okay, so I see that slime. I see that slime is a Haney fan, right?
Nah, hell no.
Bridge.
No?
I don't know. Probably.
Nah, I'm not a Haney fan. Nah,
No.
Okay.
No, Tank fan, I would think, yeah.
I said he got buckled a few times though. Yeah, he got buckled a few times. Couldn't finish her. The man was there to fight. He's not a big puncher. And I read today that something that he'll move up to 147 and fight Boots Ennis. Like, what is he talking about?
Nigga Boots.
I just seen Boots last week. Boots at least 175, 180 right now. You understand me? So at the end of the day, all I gotta say is stop believing this stuff. Stop believing all this money that these fighters are saying they're making. I had a fighter, Mark knows who it is, just came to the gym the other day and said to me, "Yeah, man, Stephen Fulton made a lot of money in that last fight. Stephen Fulton just got a brand new girl." And I'm like, don't you understand that if you fight and you make $1 million, you don't even bring home 100,000? So people don't. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How the hell that work?
Probably got to pay everything back that you've been spending before you got to
But paying 900,000 back, nigga.
I mean, between taxes.
Okay. So let me tell you real quick before I get off here. So.
Well, I got one more question when you're done.
Okay, I got you right now. So you got $1 million, right? You got $1 million. Okay, you got $1 million. 30% automatically go to your manager.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that leaves you 700,000. Okay, now if you don't I-9 your manager, you're paying taxes on $1 million. Okay, and this is why they don't teach fighters. You're paying taxes on $1 million. When you sign that contract and it says you're getting $1 million, you're getting taxed for $1 million. So you gotta tax people you pay. This fighters don't do that. So you're gonna give them 300,000. That leaves you 700,000. Then you're gonna leave 10% to your coach. Not 10% of the 700, 10% of the million.
It's 100,000.
Okay,
On it right there.
that leaves you 600,000. Then you pay about 40% in taxes. That leaves you 200,000. Now you want to fly 3 bitches to the fight. 2 baby moms, right? Want to buy the whole block tickets, and then you got an after party after it. Guess what?
I see what you're saying.
You're under 100,000. Now you come and you just bought a house for $2 million, but it takes you $600,000 a year to maintain. You just lost your home. You $600,000 in a hole right now to the IRS. Guess what? You're broke. That's how easy it happens, man. And that is quick, but that's how easy it happens. This is why fighters end up broke.
OG, so you agree with what Frank Martin was doing with negotiations with Shakur?
Do I agree what?
With Frank Martin and his negotiations with Shakur about adding the extra little 500,000 to his $1 million, to the $1 million that he was already offered.
Well, I mean, I can't say I agree or I don't, because you have
he ain't never made that before, or even before that.
It doesn't matter. He never fought anybody like him either.
Yeah.
See, this is another thing. People say, well, if I just finish fighting Barrios and I made 10,000, and then I'm going to fight Tank, and I say, well, I won 3 million. Well, you never made that. I never fought a guy like Tank either. So you can't put a price on because you never made this. Oh, you only made $1 million the last time. It doesn't matter. How much is his next fight worth? Me with my fighters, I want piece of the pay-per-view. I want piece of the gate. People forget that these people give you a piece of the pay-per-view, but they give you a piece of the US pay-per-view. What about worldwide? Who's getting that money? I'm telling you, it's a lot of the business in boxing. It's a lot. And that's why when people say, oh, this person dug that person dug that person, a lot of times it's not dug, and a lot of times business makes no sense. But unless you're in the business, you don't know. Promoters never lose. It's a fair that Bob Arum will pay Crawford $2 million, but Bob will make $7 million in a fight, not getting once in the face. That's what you got to think about. And it's cool to you as a fan, but it's not cool to you if he was you, the fighter.
It's true.
So that's that. That's all I got to say, man.
Well, how do you feel? I did my last one. How do you feel about PBC, Al Heyman, Leonard Ellerby? What have they been good for boxing or not?
I was gonna ask that too, but I was gonna let them ride. I was gonna ask.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you like this. I can only speak from my experience, right? PBC, Tolson, which is the guy that runs TGB, which TGB is really owned by Al also. Al Heyman, the whole Al, Heyman promotions, they've been nothing but great to me. They've never played with my money. We get the best treatment ever. Even during the pandemic, I could be in a room and I'd be like, man, I would like a piece of cake. I got a cake delivered to my door. That's what they are for the fighter. So the only thing they did, and it's not wrong, is that they started overpaying the fighters. And that's what caused it. But who's going to complain about being overpaid? I don't see anything wrong with PBC. I think that if they're making one mistake, that mistake is they have signed too many fighters and they can't keep them all active right now. But PBC has turned more people of color into millionaires than any other company.
All right.
I agree. Yeah, that's what it says.
They don't see color. PBC doesn't see color. Unlike Top Rank, which I've double Top Rank, and I will not. Golden Boy, terrible.
Right.
Lou DiBella is another. But again, they have turned more young people of color into millionaires than anyone else. So if you find something wrong with that, then that's what it is.
You don't. I don't want to keep. I don't. I'll go all day. I swear to God, this is the last one. Do you think that by overpaying the fighters like they've done, that it's affected the fighters on like psychologically? Are they part of the reason for the lack of motivation for fighters to fight each other?
Of course, because there's no need. Let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
In the last 4 years, who has Tank really fought?
Nobody, man.
And you know how much money he's made?
I know.
So why would I go out there and fight one of the 4 top dogs when I could still make the same amount of money fighting the boy from the grocery store? Come on, man. You can't blame him.
I definitely can't blame him, but I'm definitely feeling like I need to see him fight somebody. So I'm torn. Yeah, exactly.
But that's what I said to you earlier. The fan is the only one losing in the situation.
The fans defending that. That's the funny thing.
Exactly.
The fans is defending that. That's Twitter. That's what everybody's jacking.
These are not real fans, though.
There it is.
These are groupies. There's a difference between fans and groupies. You understand me? There's a difference between fans and groupies. The fan want to see Tank fight Devin. The Tank want to see the winner fight Teal. That's what the fans want to see.
Right.
Yeah.
The fans don't want to be like, this. No, man. That's not a fan. That's a groupie. You're a groupie of that fighter. So if you want to consider yourself a groupie and be a social media groupie, that's on you. I'm a boxing fan, and I will not watch a fight unless it's appealing to me. And since I'm the one paying the $80 to watch it,
man,
it's just what it is. Again, I'd rather go watch 2 hungry debuter or go get one of these guys with 500 records that they're going to give their all. Yes, boxing. That's boxing to me.
100%. I agree with you 100%.
So
I was on a platform. I'm not going to name the platform.
Say it.
I was on a platform yesterday. I'm talking to this dude, grown man, one of the biggest platforms out there. And I was talking to him about Gervonta, right? And I was like, the fans really want to see him. This dude got distracted, ended up pulling up either his Instagram or his TikTok or something and said, yo, hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you, but this is important. Devin Haney just posted, I feel like pulling the video up. Devin Haney just posted something up, and in 35 minutes, he got 85,000 likes.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude asked me, what do you think about that, Claymore? I just went quiet. I'm like, I said, I'll be honest, I don't care. I don't even understand what you just interrupted me for. Like, I don't know what we're talking about right now. That's literally what I said. I'll pull up the video. I said, I literally don't know what you're talking about right now.
But this is what I'm saying.
I care?
This is the new age. Like, this is what we are. This is the times we in boxing that niggas really don't understand. It's the social media. Like, right now, they'll think you're lit by your social media interactions and your shit like that. It's not really if you're selling out venues. It's not really if you doing your thing on pay-per-views. Nothing if you playing asses in seats. It's interaction, Twitter followers, all that. With like that's why I said these shits is changed now. Like it's too much media shit. Like you know what I'm saying? It's not really real. Like it's not really niggas wanting to get in and make a legacy. And I understand you can't eat off legacy. You can't feed your family off legacy. But you can't tell me Gervonta versus Shakur is not putting asses in seats. Paper. I don't care if that's just doing numbers. That's not a fight you would duck. I would think you would want to take that. And I know niggas don't want to lose, but you feeding your kids after that fight. Like real shit.
What I wanted to speak on is I hear this a lot, man. Like legacy don't you know that comment he just made? Legacy don't
my God.
Legacy.
I get crucified for bringing that up.
I think that's like one of the biggest lies ever told in boxing, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm gonna tell you why. I bet a lot of y'all never really think about it that way. Pop, what's Roberto Duran doing in Panama right now?
What is he doing in Panama right now?
Yeah, don't he got like a lot of stuff going on in Panama right now? And
Well, Roberto, remember the cancel woman came down. Remember
yeah.
we had the cancel woman come down from Panama and offer us to be a part of these huge schools that Roberto Duran is making in Panama, where they have gyms and computer rooms and pantries and doctors and dentists, free dental. He's doing a lot of this stuff in Panama, in the poorest countries. The government is just giving him the land. He's raising the money. He's building like this super complexes where kids can go and get free medical, free boxing training, drug rehabilitation. Because in South America, we have a lot of the same drug problem that we have in the U.S. We have it in Central America and South America, but there are kids. There's 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds on crack, and stuff like that. And he's that's one of the stuff that he's doing out there. He's like an ambassador for the country.
So that's great that you mentioned that, because when people say like you can't eat off legacy, it's like you really can. I don't know if Roberto Duran would have been able to do that if he wasn't the legend that he was. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he would have been able to do the things that he does if he wasn't a legend. I don't know, man. I feel like your legacy could put you in a lot of great opportunities. You know what I'm saying? I think that you can eat off legacy at the end of the day.
I think you can. And
I think you can too.
Chavez has all these rehab clinics in Mexico. So there's a lot of people doing a lot of good stuff. But again, at the end of the day, man, you gotta please the fan, man. You gotta. The fans are buying this ticket. They're buying pay-per-view. You gotta give the fans what the fans need. And
isn't that the toxic thing going on with today's fan though? With the so-called fan today, who I call the casual fan, right?
Yeah.
That they have these boxers like Tank Davis feeling like he is giving the fan what they want, right? He feels satisfied. He says to himself, "My fans love me. I don't have to do no more than what I'm doing."
He don't need to move up to 140.
He don't need to move to 140. He don't need to get belts, which is another story, a whole nother conversation. He doesn't need to get any type of
belts. He fight. He
don't fight for belts.
If you fight for $2 million, right, or $3 million, and the WBC takes $300,000 for a sanctioning fee, I honestly would like to see that $300,000 in my bank account. When people already know, if I'm the best at 147, so what if I have a piece of jewelry on my waist?
But how do you fight the best? Doesn't the belts kind of give a checks and balances? Like not the belt. I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying also the guy who has the belt is the best, right?
No. You know why?
He's not?
No.
Is Rolly the best?
Right. That was my question. Right. You know why?
But ultimately, we'll find out who the best is if everybody's trying to go undisputed.
No, Claimer. It used to be like that, but now we have 35 champions on each weight class. Let's get this shit down to one belt per weight class, like it used to be. Now you will know who the best one is. Okay. But right now, if you're family to me, or you put asses on the seat, I'll make up a belt for you.
Like Canelo.
Just make a belt like Canelo, exactly like Canelo.
The WBC Mayan belt, the COVID belt,
the Silver Continental, Pacific belt,
WBO Latino
boxing. I can't front that is the downfall. I do think
WBC Silver, WBC Gold, WBC.
But guess what? They all pay sanctioning fees though.
Yeah, that's what it is. They're getting them.
Even for the smallest belt, you got to cut a check for it. The smallest belt, you got to cut a check for it.
This is why Mauricio is so rich. I went to Tennessee for one of my kids to fight for the NABA belt, which is a ranking belt for the WBA. And when we got there, we had signed the contract. We get to Tennessee. When we get there, they wanted me to sign a contract that states that if I won the title, I had to defend it. I had to defend it within 90 days with an opponent of their choice, but we had to pay his purse.
Oh my
no.
God.
And I told him like this. I said, we're going to fight for the belt. We're going to win the belt. I'm going to take the belt home. Then we're going to vacate it.
That's what Floyd. Floyd was notorious for that.
He's
Floyd
smart.
Yeah, when he took Pacquiao WBO, he took that John home and was like, all right, let that John go. He was like, y'all can have it back now.
So it happens.
Notorious for it.
Is this
Again,
the only sport that they charge for belts?
Yeah. But this is a lot of stuff that the YouTube fans don't know about. And then you want to get upset because people are saying, well, I don't care about belts. Well, yeah, I care about paying $300,000 every time I fight.
That's a lot of money, man.
You know,
But
a lot of money.
and I know about the sanction fees, and I know that's the reason why the belt thing is going like that. But I don't know, maybe it doesn't have anything to do with it. Maybe it does. But like you said, in the past 4 years, who has Tank fought? You know, and I'm trying to figure it out. And I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure it out.
I'll actually even more. In the past 4 years, how many fighters have gotten belts without fighting?
Oh, the email, but oh my God.
Good ass question right there, boo.
You get me? So
Yes,
again, but whose fault is it? It's your fault that keeps supporting all these non-champions because they have a belt around the waist.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think Boots really? I mean, I know Boots don't even want it, but you don't think Boots really deserves to be champion even when Bud doesn't want to fight him?
All right, so okay, so let me clear this up real quick. Is he mandatory to Bud?
I think he was mandatory, right?
Yeah,
the IBF.
He
He was mandatory to fight for it.
Yeah.
No, was he mandatory to Bud? Was Bud mandated to fight him?
No, he was mandatory to fight Errol.
Exactly. The only reason they stripped him is because he fought Errol.
Right.
Okay. So why will Bud have to fight him if he wasn't even a mandatory? Just because he says, I want to fight you?
Well, because they say the mandatory follows the belt, right? Not the fighter.
Right, but they never strip Earl, though. How long did Earl have the belt and then defend it?
Like 2 years, like a year and a half.
No, I'm talking about since he had a mandatory for the IBF.
Yeah.
He never, I don't think he ever, I think he fought like Carlos Ocampo. That was like the number one. And then after that, he never fulfilled a mandatory again. He was supposed to have at least one a year.
And as soon as Bud fought him, they stripped him.
That was messed up.
But again, I'm not the biggest Bud fan, but people want to talk junk on him. You know what? You want to strip me? Take it. You see what I'm saying? So no. And again, Boots, his dad, his brothers, they are very good friends. We're close. You know, we're all close. You know, but no, I cannot call you a champion. And I tell him,
fight.
You gotta fight. Do I think he'll have a problem getting it? No. You still gotta fight.
Yeah, I think it would have been better if they would have just had him fight for the vacant instead of just handing it to him.
Yeah. So it seems like he felt that way too. Him and his father felt like it just looked like, it looked like Bozy kind of accepted a little bit more like, yo, that's the business. Like Bozy's just like, this is the business. This is how they doing it now. But it did look like Boots felt like, damn, bro. Like he had this look like he was not happy about it.
Well, we about 2 weeks ago we had a card and Boots had one of his youngos in there. And Bozy and I were sitting talking, and Bozy was telling me, Bozy was like, well, man, Bozy's not too happy about it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, let's go back to business. How much money was Bud was gonna make if he fight Boots?
Not a lot.
He'll make a whole lot more by fighting Spence, which they knew he had a rematch clause. Mm-hmm. They knew he had a rematch clause. So he could probably make $50 million on a rematch with Spence. So are you gonna keep a belt and make $2 million, or you say screw the belt and secure a $55 million check?
That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
But that's again, people don't pay attention to the numbers. People just want to repeat what everybody else says. Oh,
I heard Womack said that on my channel. He said that during the interview. He was like, "Yeah, man, like." He said, if it ain't Canelo, he said, we're not really interested in fighting nobody else because nobody really bring nothing to the table. He said the digits, he said, ain't nobody barely bringing the digits.
I meant to ask you, Mark, did he rule off the Jamel shit too? Like it's over for the Jamel fight?
Crawford said it himself. He said he don't want to fight none of them dudes. He said after this Earl rematch, he said the only one that really makes sense for him, money wise, is Canelo. And if it ain't Canelo, he said he retiring.
And I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. And that's the point here. That's the point here. Is there's too many people's hands in the cookie jar, man. There's so many people behind the scenes with their hands in these people's pockets that we don't realize this.
That is intense.
So
Yeah.
again, but that's what they did to Bud, you know. And if I was managing Bud, I'd be like, man, screw the belt. Go for the rematch. You know, you're at the end of your career, pretty much. You know, make as much money as you can.
You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. Like,
Do you think he gets? What do you think his chances are on getting that Canelo fight?
0.
Yeah, this feels real
say
bad.
I say about 30. Canelo would choose a Bud. I'm telling you,
Like
Canelo
when?
would choose that.
Canelo has so much on his plate right now.
Listen. You say 30?
Yeah, because I think I'm saying it.
Okay,
You seen how he cherry picked with
Okay.
Jamal gave the fight to Jamel, so I'm saying he would do that with a 2-weight class, and he'll do that. He would do that.
So the only way this fight will happen is if Bud goes all the way up to 68.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Come on, it's not gonna happen. Bud will not be the same at 68.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
They're not gonna do this.
Bud gonna be fat as hell at 68.
I don't think you think he would go to 68. You don't think he would just go in there like 164?
Canelo not doing
Don't matter. Canelo's not doing that. Canelo's gonna drain you out. Canelo's gonna make you come up.
Jesus.
Yeah, so basically, it's the last. This is the last Bud fight, basically.
This is the last fight that will make sense for him. That will make sense money wise, where he can make a lot of money. That's who do I got? Bud or Canelo at 168? I think Bud is way too small for Canelo 168, and Canelo will not get below 168.
Yeah, he said it. He's not going. He's not even. He's not willing to do it at all.
He said it's too hard. He said 160 is too hard.
So you think? I mean, I know it was a guarantee, like as in the rematch clause or whatever. But you really think Spence deserved even like a part 2 after that performance?
Yes, because he signed with it before it happened.
Right.
You gotta honor it.
Yeah.
Do I think it'll be a different outcome? No.
Yeah.
But so if I'm Spence, right? If I'm Spence, do I go and take a tune-up fight for a couple of dollars and risk to lose and be gone, or do I sit around, make me another $50 million, and if I lose, I'll go?
Right.
It's gonna happen. They got to fight. They cannot fight anyone else until they fight each other.
They're gonna announce that real soon too, because they just
I heard
signed
they're looking for April.
BBC.
There you go.
BBC got that prime deal. Yeah, they about to announce that soon. There's gonna be a lot of fights being announced soon within these next couple of weeks.
So do you think Spence keeps going after this?
I don't know.
I think he retired. You think he goes? Yeah,
I think Spence. I ain't gonna lie. I was just talking about this with my mans. I think Spence retire after this.
Spence takes a loss, is gone.
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah.
So Spence is
it
what?
Just doesn't make sense.
If he takes a loss, is gone.
But even so, if he wins, you think he continues?
If he's smart, I'll retire with the belts. Spence took a beating.
Yeah.
Wait, so you think the fight happens at 147?
It doesn't matter where it happens at.
Oh, because you said the belts, that's why.
Because the problem is, what I'm saying is, the fight. Bud has the say so on what weight class the next fight is.
Right.
So if I'm Bud, I will make him come up to 54, fight on 54, and if I want to do one more fight, go beat up on punk ass Charlo, and then retire. That's all.
All right, so I'm saying, what would you do as if you're Spence right now? Like, and you after you lose to Bud, what's next?
I'm going.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
I'm going. Why risk more injuries when, again, he's gonna get a nice check. He's gonna get a nice check, but no, he's not gonna stick around and fight Buzenis. He's gonna get his ass beat. So
Who's going?
Would he even
Yeah,
fight Tim Tszyu?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I think Crawford and Boots. I think Boots will probably get him right now. I think Crawford.
you know what? Again, and again. I know Boots forever. I've been in there, and a lot of his sparring matches. We've seen a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't see. And I said this at our gym the other day, and one of the guys, "Oh, you're crazy." I seen Boots do a little funny moves when he's been hit on top of the head a couple of times. He hasn't been really touching the ring yet. Does Boots has a chin? Right. Nobody can answer that, right?
Yeah, I never really seen him. I mean,
So
Villaroma got touched him a couple times, though. No,
I've seen him.
Not devastating. Not nothing clean. Crazy.
No, again, but I also seen him knock out like heavyweights and cruiserweights with 16-ounce gloves, knock them out where they had to carry them out the ring. I'm serious. With headgear on.
Yeah.
So
I know somebody personally that was a light heavy that he knocked out cold with 16-ounce gloves on. Yeah.
I know two light heavies that I actually told the coach to make funeral arrangements.
Damn.
wow,
Yeah, I said, dude, you're gonna have to, I thought he was dead. But again,
that's crazy.
yeah, no, that was a bad one.
Would you say they the same type of fighter, but Boots is just 10 years younger? Because I remember YSM came up here one time and he said that
Man,
literally
that's
they got
Mark.
the same
Who?
attributes, but
Who?
Boots is 10 years
Who?
younger.
Who?
YSM.
Oh, man, don't say that stuff around me, man. That's Mark's boy.
YSM.
That's Mark's boy. That's your boy.
Mark got both his hands on his mouth. He didn't put one; he put two hands on it just in case one wasn't enough. He threw the other one on there, like, yeah, I'm gonna hold this down.
Oh man.
I make him a business to make him feel very uncomfortable and tell him how much of a shit his show is or his channel is. He doesn't come to our gym anymore. I'm tired of interviewing the same people over and over again and being an ass kisser. You could tag this and send it to him. Like, really. So I don't anything he says, I even forgot what you were saying.
So you would disagree with me saying you would disagree with me saying Boots and Bud is the same fighter, but Boots is just 10 years younger.
No. I honestly, I'll be. They're similar. I just think Boots is a lot stronger, man. And not only this, I think Boots is a lot bigger.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. Yeah.
You can see it. You can see it. He look like one of them puppies. You ever seen them puppies and you see they got big paws and they got big head and you already can see what they really are. They're just not that yet, but you could see what they're going to be.
The thing is, he could be 175 pounds, 180 pounds, and he still looks in shape.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's when you know that a person carries that weight. So you know that after he weighs in, he probably comes in the ring at about 168 pounds.
That's what you call generational talent.
A lot of weight bullies in boxing.
Generational talent. Like he got the I was going to not say the DNA, but the
DNA,
DNA, right? Yeah, he's got I was going to say like LeBron, right? What did they say about LeBron? He has that, LeBron. He got skills, but he's also the size, the height,
genetics,
the muscle density,
the durability,
the genetics, right?
Genetics, yeah. No, he's like that. I'm telling you. 2 weeks ago, he was at least 175, 180.
But he can make 147 so easily. Well, that's what Mark was saying.
Bro, I was like, damn, man, how much you weigh? And I went like that, and I tried to pinch his stomach, and you can't grab nothing. Like the dude is solid at that weight.
Trying to tell you, if y'all ever meet Boots, bro, just shake his hand. You go feel how physically strong he is just off the handshake. I'm trying to tell you. One time I went over there, his dad had called me over because I was doing them a favor or whatever. So I went over there. And I had to do a favor for Boots real quick. I ran into him at the gym. He was at Philly 101. And when I tell you, bro, I shook this man's hand. First of all, his whole hand went around mine. Yeah. it was like that. And then, bro, like how the way, like you could tell how somebody physically strong off a handshake. Like, but you could tell he wasn't even trying. And it was like you could just feel like I don't know, bro. I don't know how to really explain it, but
All right,
he's
so
a physically strong motherfucker, bro. And
so MD Mills is saying that Boots ain't stronger. How do you know that? I'm not Mark, so I'm gonna fucking call it. How do you know that?
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
I want to know. He's saying Lipinus was a blown up 140.
I mean,
That
he
means
probably. I'm gonna say it in his defense. He probably saying because he's seen Bud
Deadlift
put
like
every
400.
deadlift, but I'm gonna
Listen,
say even put niggas at 47 on their ass. Everybody that he faced at 47 actually. So like I don't know if he coming in as like
Boots. I mean, and Bud is fast with his quick and react. He's a hell of a counter puncher, and this is why I'm saying. And I said, and I asked earlier, does Boot has a chin? We don't know. We still have a lot of questions to answer about Boot tennis.
Yeah.
And I can only speak on what I've seen, but again, we have a lot of questions to ask. To me, Buzz has been proven. Boots needs to get proven.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
He still needs to be proven. I feel what you're saying. Like, as much as we've seen, we still haven't seen it tested. And until it's tested, we don't know.
I don't think Boots was more talented than Roy Jones. Roy Jones used to do stuff in his prime that no one else was doing. So
Boots is athletic. He had like similarities to Roy, but Roy, I also think that Boots is more technically sound than Roy was.
Roy did everything wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He was just so talented, so fast that he could get away with it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So wait, one more thing. So
yeah.
You said Boots hasn't been proven or anything. How can Boots? What do you think? What fight do you think Boots can have at 47 that would make him proven, like, to even be that dude finally? You know what I'm saying? Like,
certainly not Keith Thurman.
Okay, so you rule out, so you rule that one out.
Not Keith Thurman. I mean, I don't know.
Like 47 is not really what it was for him to even get a fight that will make niggas a believer.
So maybe he's coming into an era that's gonna be an advantage for him. He doesn't have the Leonards and the Durans and you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So, but that's not his fault.
You don't got the test.
So would you also agree that Boots could probably take that next leap if he does go to 54 right now because of the talent pool?
Say that again.
So do you think like Boots' career could take a leap, like next level, if he goes to 54 because of the talent pool?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I know,
and he'll be able to make a lot more money.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's where Boots can't make 47. What's Notes talking about?
Boots can't make.
He's at 47. What do you mean by that?
I thought my son Notes was asleep.
What's yours truly talking about? He said private school Boots. Boots didn't go to private school. What are you talking about? Boots ain't never been.
That's the nigga that
Boots is from Uptown.
Mark. What's the nigga that he was saying could beat Boots? You remember this nigga?
I don't know.
That's the nigga that was saying that other Philly fighter could beat Boots. I forgot the nigga name he was jacking.
Blair Cobbs.
Yeah, that nigga.
Man, who said that?
That nigga yours truly.
Okay, look.
Blair
I
Cobbs.
want to read something, you guys. Okay, I want to read something, you guys. This is on a video I posted. I want you to hear this comment, right? This is from a fan, right? Just sent this. Why would Tank take a fucking pay cut just to fight Devin? Would you go to work tomorrow and let your job pay you a quarter or a third the monies you made the day before? No. Some people want to see Tank versus Dev so bad, so bad. Y'all don't even care about their finances. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, can you blame him?
But my thing is, okay,
that's
so
what that's
it's the double standard. Is Gervonta not taking a pay cut if he fights Ryo?
We don't care. He said,
you get what I'm saying, though?
Bro, this dude just said that we don't care about his finances. Why should we? We don't give a fuck.
Nigga, that's none of our business.
That's what I'm saying. Like they
what
so
we
into
got,
the
what, like,
they so into the money. Like, why are you talking
Yo.
about his money? Do you
Yo,
want to
that
see
be
the
they
price?
argument.
We the reason why he getting paid anyway. So what is you talking about?
Yeah, niggas.
Oh my
If we stop watching today, he getting paid that.
I don't get it.
God.
Yo, I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. But even then, even with that, it's like, all right,
Like this
so
dude is saying. This dude is basically saying we're bad people because we want to see Dev fight Gervonta. We should be more concerned about the money he's getting paid. That's what he's saying right here.
I want to ask him. I want to ask that nigga. What fight right now is Gervonta making more money off of? Not fighting Shakur Devin. What fight is Gervonta making more money off?
Nothing at 140.
And I don't think people
Like, come on,
understand
man.
the offer that Eddie Hearn was talking about. And I know people could say whatever they want to say because these Saudis is coming in here and they bring in some money with him, right?
Yeah.
They said they're going to get that man $20 million guaranteed up front, right?
I think he
$20
could make more
million.
than that, though.
But no, hold on. That's just the guarantee. That's not including the pay-per-view. Okay.
He'll make 50 million.
When
He'll make
Tank
50.
fought Ryan, right? They gave him a $5 million to $10 million guarantee. I don't know what it is. Some people say 5, some people say 8, some people say 10. But between 5 and 10 is what they gave him a guarantee. At the end of that, Tank walked away north of $40 million, right? With the pay-per-view and everything like that. Ryan walked away with like around 30. That's what the rumor is. We never really know because we're not in their pockets, right? So the deal that they're offering Tank right now will be Tank's highest pay that he's ever gotten in any fight in his career. So the people who are sitting here saying, oh, he's taking less of a pay, you guys aren't really doing the math. Like they used to say in elementary school, did you carry the one? I don't think you guys are carrying the one. You know what I'm saying? $20 million upfront guarantee. Come on, bro. And I'm not saying the deal is real, but I'm just saying if according to the deal that we're hearing about, this is going to be Tank's highest payday, not his
It
lowest.
could be real because they making that back. Like, you know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
it's the Saudi Arabians, bro. These Saudis is paying.
Yeah.
I heard rumors that they're offering Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua $100 million a piece to fight.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
But that's what I want to just know, like, when niggas be saying that, what fight right now is making Gervonta more money than a Shakur or a Devin fight? Niggas cannot tell. Like, I'm telling niggas answer that, then I don't know.
No, I mean, that's
That
the
niggas
fight.
just gonna keep defending.
That's the fight that's got to come out. That's the fight that's got to happen. But
It's literally it's between them three. Just that's it. Like, it's nothing else for Gervonta. Like, what else? I mean, you could say Teo, but I don't think Teo. I mean, Teo Gervonta might do his thing. That might go stupid, but I don't know. I don't think that would be better than Devin or Shakur.
You know what? I'm convinced that this yours truly is Blair Cobbs.
That's what I said the last time.
That shit.
Wait, what? What about Blair?
That's him.
Yo, Reed, do you remember? Yo, Reed, remember when I said that this might be Blair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I swear that's Blair, bro.
I think it is him.
Yo,
bro.
Blair, this got to be Blair only fan in boxing. This got to be Blair.
He got to be at least related.
Yo, listen, if this
at
is
least
Blair,
related.
No, hear me out. Hear me.
Related.
Yeah, you know, like I like Blair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he used to train at the same gym as us.
Yeah, we worked out a little bit. And, you know what I mean? I like Blair. Blair is a very talented fighter. Blair does not want to fight Boots.
He don't want that gas, bro. But my homie was at Schuler's the one time they had spar, and they said Boots put that boy in a body bag.
Damn.
And Boots was like 18 when that happened. Come on, man.
That's Blair.
Yo, that got to be Blair, bro. Yo, listen, if this is Blair, bro, I just
get on.
Yeah.
Blair
cousin. Yeah, I mean, yo, join the joint real quick before I end this joint, man.
Get on.
If you want to come on here,
I'm
and
like, yo, Blair, like, why you was hiding your identity, gang? Like, you know what I'm saying? You could just kept a buck.
If you want to do a little woo, you could do that too. You know what I'm saying?
Call him out. Get on here and call him out.
Yeah. The matter of fact, I might bring Blair on the channel, man.
Call him. Get on here and call him out right now.
I'm like, yo, does Blair even know that you're advertising this Boots fight so bad? Does he want this Boots fight?
No.
Like,
Get
Blair
on.
might be cooling this shit. Like, yo, why niggas got me trying to fight Boots? Yo, what happened?
Get on here and call him out by name. and tell us why he don't want to fight you. Come on, tell me.
I'm gonna bring Blair on here. Watch. I'm gonna
We're
find out how to do that.
Let's get Boots in here.
Yeah, we need some. Man, Boo's been giving me the runaround, bro. I'm gonna have to run down on him at his gym. So I'm gonna have to do.
Anyway.
Boost video goes stupid.
No, I'm gonna get it, but you know what I'm saying?
Listen, Tank and Teofimo are not gonna make more money than Tank and David. Teofimo does not
That's
put
what I'm
ass
saying.
in the
I don't
seats.
think Tank and Teo is making more than Devin and
Teo,
Shakur.
Teo, nobody likes him. That nigga, they're not putting. He doesn't put ass in the seats, man.
He doesn't. That nigga, and I fuck with Teo heavy, but
He said,
Teo put what 3,000 in the garden.
He said, bring Puss and Boots up, and I'll come up.
Yo, that might be Blair. This might be Blair.
That can't be Blair. That can't be Blair, bro. I don't believe it.
It might be
I offered a link for you, bro.
Unless he really got static.
Blair crazy ass would have got on by now. They ain't.
Nah. I'm telling you. I got his number on my phone. I'm gonna hit him up.
Oh,
that's him. I guarantee you.
Blair number.
Yeah.
So you playing around on my son's channel, man. You up in there playing games?
See, they love that. I don't want to mess with my son's money, man. But he knows I get on here and air everybody out. Them and their mama.
Yo, I want to know where did it stem from with YSM?
What?
Where did it stem? Like you not liking YSM? Where did that come from?
Do you know him personally?
No.
No. Well, the thing is this. He used to hang out at a gym. He used to hang out at some gym in Philly, right? And over again, he came interviewing the same people. So I don't follow him. I don't want to see the same shit every day. You see what I'm saying? Then he wanted to come to our gym and just talk to one of our fighters. And I said, hey, yo, listen, we got more fighters here, bro. You're not gonna come here and start interviewing the same people. I said, your interviews are already boring as shit. This is what you're doing over there. You might interview the same person 3 or 4 times a day. So do things right. So then that was the second time. The third time, he got some guy hitting a heavy bag. Oh, this is the hardest hitting cruiserweight in Philadelphia. And I said, absolutely not. That boy can't punch, bro. So I said, stop blowing people's horn, bro. I said, you're fake as shit. Call it like it is. You want to be doing this stuff? Look, if you're going to be doing this stuff, you got to call shit the way it is, bro. I cannot go to Boots right now and be like, oh, he's the best heavyweight in the world. Then go to Blair. Oh, he's the best welterweight in the world. Like, no, man. Keep that shit out of my gym. And that's that. Like, I seen him on the way, and he was like, what's up, Lando? And I was like, man, don't come at me with that shit. I won't even shake his hand anymore. So he's butthurt. He
definitely got his favorites. I'll say that. Definitely got his regulars.
How many times have you seen Greg Hackett on his channel?
I fuck with Greg though. Greg.
How many times?
I fuck with Greg too.
But that's the only thing I like.
Like part of the Greg is like a part of the channel. I think like Greg is
he
like
not shitting on Greg. He not shitting on Greg though. He asked how many times you see him on the channel.
Oh, like 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? How many times you see Bowlesby on the channel?
Like,
but you know what?
100,000.
He's got Giancarlo Rivera at that gym. They have a bunch of other fighters. They have a bunch of other coaches. Like, I'm tired. So since it's my phone and I watch what the hell I want to watch, I choose not to watch your content.
Why do you think that's happening though? Why do you think he's on here interviewing the same people?
They bring views.
I don't know, man.
I mean, Greg Hackett was a nobody really until he made him like. I'm just saying, like, as far as like personnel, like he didn't get popular because of Greg. Is it because people don't want to give him interviews, or he's choosing who he wants to choose?
I just think that he found his niche, and now he just like constantly on there.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Listen,
that's exactly what I think.
And don't get me wrong. Like, Greg and I are cool. We fight all the time. But we're good. Like, you see what I'm saying? But it's not that it's Greg. It's the people that he interviews. The same thing over there. So I don't like his content. I don't. So I think it's my choice to watch it or not to watch. And if you're gonna come to our gym, you're gonna interview as many guys as I want. I don't want you to come in and just exclude some of my guys and just talk to one guy. That's my choice also. If not, don't come to my gym and interview anyone. That's number 2. Third of all, you just don't show up unannounced. I'm very, very, very protective of our fighters. Like that's the fighter showing up to the gym. Oh, this is my photographer. Your photographer can wait outside. Like it's just the way it is. That's our safe haven, man.
Yes, sir.
I don't allow anything that makes anyone in there feel uncomfortable in there. So don't show up unannounced. You want to talk to one of the fighters, you call myself, you call Mark, you make,
arrangement so that you guys can have what you want to be seen and not what you want to be seen. Yeah.
And that's how it is. But again, it's not, I don't dislike him as a person. I just think his channel is trash.
Right.
I think his content is trash. That's just it. And so now he avoids me. Like I don't want to avoid me. I don't dislike the dude. I dislike his channel.
Right.
Bro, he comes to the gym in a hot ass minute though. I know that's on purpose too.
I know.
Yeah, he ain't interviewed me in like over a year.
He's not. And don't get me wrong, you see me on his channel. He interviewed me a bunch of times. But again, that's the last few conversations. So every time I see him, I got to take a jab at him. I just can't. And that's just who I am, man. If I feel some type of way about you, every time I see you, I got to remind you. I'm not going to change. I'm serious. That's just the way it is. I got to remind you every time. There's people I've been beefing with for 25 years, and I forgot what we're beefing about, but we're still beefing.
So what you going to say when you see Angel?
Angel is, you can't say nothing. Angel just got no brain cells left.
I think he snorted a few of them away.
Angel is in bad shape, bro. Hey, Karma, I'm nice. I'm just honest. No, Angel is in bad shape.
Like health? Or like mentally? Like he fried?
Both.
He looks like he's a little a little bit.
A little?
Yeah, he looks a little throwed. I would say he looks a little throwed.
Nigga said a little.
I seen that boy walking into a hardware store under the L. I was like, ooh wee. Anybody that know about Killington, they know.
I see him everywhere at all types of, you see him in random places, like at weird times. Like you run into him like at Home Depot right before they close it. Shit like that. At the gas station by my house. At the gas station is closed.
Home Depot before they close it is crazy,
bro. Listen.
What the fuck is you doing at Home Depot?
Close, man. You don't even have enough time to find what you're looking for. What you doing here?
Listen. All jokes aside. I live outside of Philly, right?
Mm-hmm.
I live on a suburb of Philly, and there's a gas station in the corner of my house. I seen this nigga park at the gas station one night, and I'm like, "That's Angel's truck." I'm like, "Angel, what's up? What you doing? The gas station is closed."
Oh.
Like it's closed. I said, "What you doing?" "Oh, Danny owns a house over there. I'm gonna go collect rent." It's like 11:30 at night. Like, where are you
collecting no rent?
Like, what are you doing? Like, stuff like that. Like, and I'm telling you, it's gotta at least once a week that I run into him, but at the most random place.
There is a strip club right by where you live. That's probably where he was
at. You waiting on somebody to get off, or you giving somebody a ride?
Nah,
that nigga Angel don't move like he got money.
Nah.
He not hard to find at all.
No, man. Angel is in the hood, bro. Angel is in the hood every day. No, there's no.
Yeah. You got local energy.
Yeah. He talks to everybody. He be at the little mom and pop restaurant. Like you run into him. I'm telling you, pumping his gas everywhere. And I'm not kidding about Home Depot. Like I run into him at Home Depot a couple of times. He owns a couple of properties. Like I run into him all the time by himself. Like he's by himself.
I've seen him walking out of Freddy's and Tony's not too long ago.
I see him there all the time. Now Danny don't come to the hood.
Well, Danny don't fuck with.
Danny won't come to the hood. That's why Philly don't fuck with him either.
Danny don't show
up. What about Bernard Hopkins?
That's another Uncle Tom racist bastard right there.
Yeah, he's twisted, man.
Yo, type free Mark in the comments.
Did you see what he did to Arnold Barboza?
To who?
Arnold Barbosa, right? Arnold.
The guy that's supposed to spit on the other boy or something?
No, Arnold Barbosa is what is he? 140. Yeah, he's 140 pounds. They just signed him to Golden Boy. Bernard Hopkins was on Fight Hype with him and called the boy a prospect. He was like, "Come here."
Oh yeah.
You
I
remember
know what you're
that?
talking about. Yep. And the other boy from Fight High too, he said something like, "What are you going to do now that Showtime is?" And he started calling him like ignorant and stuff. Like it is.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
You ain't-
Tell
you
me.
ain't,
Do you think he's having like neurological, like cognitive issues, or is he just an asshole?
No, he's just an asshole. Always really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this though. Did you see when B-Hop was about to punch on somebody at the WBA convention?
Yeah, that's my
That
boy
was-
Samson, man.
Yeah,
That's my boy Samson. Man.
they spit on. I think like the bull Grant's son spit on Samson.
Samson's a
And
good dude, bro.
B-Hop was about to punch on him. Yo, B-Hop
see you
ran
back
inside
there.
the-
Miss you in the bathroom.
He said, just me and you go to the bathroom. I was like, yo, B-Hop, you wildin'. You back on your prison shit. You...
That nigga was in prison.
B-Hop?
What?
Yeah.
You don't know his story, bro?
Hell no.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Oh, man.
So he started boxing that.
You gotta look into B-Hop.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's where he started boxing. Like
He got one of the most interesting stories.
I ain't gonna lie. The only thing I know of B Hop is that he went undisputed, and I seen him get laid out. And that's like my two memories of B Hop. I'm not even gonna lie.
when he went out the ropes.
Yeah, that shit. That's my two memories of B Hop.
Oh, B has been crazy.
Yo, this sound like something Blair would say. This shit right here sound like something Blair would say. You was signed with B-Hop. You was signed with B-Hop, Blair. Cut it out.
Yeah.
Sound like some shit. You sound like something Blair would say.
Yeah, it's Blair. I'm telling you, that's Kyle right there.
Nah, he's been the same forever, bro. He's been the same forever. But I know I'm telling you, you don't see them people. You don't see them. Like I could see him here, but no, you don't see him. Like, but Danny, you don't see Danny in the hood at all.
Wait,
Like,
so Boo still be in the hood?
Boo's still around, yeah. Boo's still around.
Boo's be around.
Boo's never really lived in the hood. But he's
from uptown, but he like a little bit as he got a little bit older, he moved up northeast.
Yeah. But no. I mean, but you don't see them.
He was a little straight edge, right? A little bit. Like he was like he's always been kind of
Boost is always a nice kid.
Straight
right.
Yeah.
I see Scooter a lot in the hood.
Yeah, Stephen Fulton be out here.
Yeah. And J-Rock be in the hood still.
Yeah.
But
What about boy that for Keyshawn?
Huh?
Who?
What about boy that for Keyshawn Davis?
He talking about Nair Albright.
Yeah, that nigga.
Who?
He talking about Nair.
Nair Albright.
That boy from Philly, man.
So that nigga was from Philly.
Listen, boy,
He's from here, but he live out in Sickerville.
Listen, let me tell you a story about that dude real quick. So when he went to turn pro, he came to me so I could sign him, right? And he came with his coach or whatever, and we sat down. And he likes to sing the national anthem when he fights.
Mm.
Yeah, singer. Yeah, R&B singer. He wanted
an R&B singer.
Tevin Campbell ass niggas.
So this dude came and asked me. He said, "Well, if you sign me, can I get like billboards up and down Highway 95?" And I said, "Man, if you don't get the fuck from here, like fuck you,
You said that?
That was the end of the conversation." I said, "Bro, can you help me with my music?" I said, "Dude, I don't mess with no damn music. What's wrong with you?"
So he trying to blow up on the music. He want to be an R&B singer.
Yeah.
Do R&B singers exist anymore?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I ain't never even heard a nigga trying to balance boxing and singing. That's wild.
I mean, he different. He a man.
Bro, if you follow him on Instagram, he be going up to white girls and while they ordering a sandwich, singing to them and shit.
What?
Like,
Bro, wait, what? I thought he was
Yeah.
locked in. I
Yeah.
thought he was a boxer. Like.
Yeah.
No, he's all right.
No, Mark, you was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. Nair could give Keyshawn some work, man.
he did give Keyshawn some work.
Nair's uncomfortable. He's an uncomfortable fighter. He just wants to be bro. Listen, there's another fighter. There's another fighter in Jersey. You can look him up. His name is Derek Webster. You can look him up. Derek Webster. He also thinks he's a singer and an actor and all that dumb shit, right? So they had a show in Atlantic City, and they had a duet. They sang the national anthem. I felt like busting both of their asses. I felt like kicking both of them. I swear to God, like a huge competition. They were trying to do they were trying to outdo each other. But yeah, he'll tell you, "Oh, I fought in your car, but I got to sing the national anthem."
I see him.
Oh, man.
I'll fight on your card, but I gotta sing the national anthem. That shit
Yeah.
crazy.
Bro, I said,
Yo,
What the hell?
Anyway,
I remember we went to Atlantic City and almost got into some shit over there.
you started your shit. Hey, these boys are gonna dare me to go in the ring and snatch the belt of some bull.
Oh man.
After a fight, bro. And we all from Philly, bro. It was only like 4 of us. It was like 80 of them, yo.
And we still took this stuff.
Y'all took a nigga belt?
Yo,
Yeah.
some white boy called me a nigga. I was about to whoop his ass.
Yeah,
What part? Where we at?
Atlantic City.
Atlantic. Bro,
They giving it up like that out there?
The security tossed us out and
A
threw us
bunch of
through, like,
Italians over there.
some white boy. After the security guards, they took us and they escorted us out an exit. Little did they know, they sent white boy out. They sent white boy out from the exit opposite to us. It was just us and him out there. Yo, he was bitching. They threw us in the elevator and all.
You were not. You were not.
You threw me in the elevator and shit. I was like, damn.
This boy, the promoter was like, Lando, please, take your people out the ring.
That was Cornflake. That's the one who got put to sleep by Erislandy Lara.
Yeah.
Thomas Lamana.
Boy, gonna talk all that shit. I say, if I remember in Atlantic City, I'm gonna snatch your shit.
Wait, yo, when y'all went to Atlanta, that's when y'all. I remember we was talking about this before. Y'all said, I think y'all was watching Boots fight some journeyman. And you said the journeyman hit Boots good with a good shot.
No, that was in Philly.
No, it was in Philly. No, this was some guy. He was supposed to fight one of my guys, and he skipped my guy, went and fought someone else. And I told my guy, listen, if he wins, we're gonna jump in the ring. We're gonna take his stuff, and if he wants it, he got to fight you. So we just like stormed the ring. We just
they ain't had no security.
Yo, huh?
They had security. Well, what was they gonna do?
Nothing. They couldn't do nothing.
Keep had security. They wasn't gonna do nothing.
You know what was the funniest thing of that night?
Whatever.
That night, Greg Hackett fought. You know, Greg Hackett got a record of like 2-10 or something. I don't know.
No, he like 2-20 something. Like
okay, well,
he like 3-20.
Yeah.
Greg Hackett.
Yeah. He's actually fighting coming up. He got a fight coming up. But look,
I think he's gonna beat him too.
I
think Greg gonna beat him too.
He's gonna beat him. But check this out.
Boy, Turkey.
That night, Greg actually won, and they robbed him. So he took all his clothes off, his shoes and everything, and threw him out the ring and sat in the middle of the ring on his underwear, his cup.
Greg said they took his check for that too.
Yeah, they took his check. Yeah. He didn't want to leave the room. They were trying to get him out of the ring, and he was going.
How much you think he was getting paid that night?
I don't know.
He probably like
a couple of racks. I don't know.
2,000-3,000 maybe.
Yeah, it was like I think it was a 4-rounder or 6. But yeah, they robbed him that night, man. He had to win that night.
Greg got robbed a few times.
I've seen him robbed a few times.
He can actually fight. You know what I'm saying? He just
doesn't train.
2-20. I'm thinking this nigga just a plate.
You think he's retired, and then boom, he shows up with a fight.
Yeah, and then he be fighting heavyweights and all. I'm like, yo, Greg crazy as hell. Greg like 5'5", bro.
Yeah, like 5'5", 5'6".
He be fighting full blown heavyweights. I'm like, you are crazy.
And they can
coming heavyweights too. Not like no journeyman heavyweights. Like undefeated up and coming heavyweights. He be fighting them, bro.
He like to fight though. It look like he like to fight.
He doesn't get hit. He doesn't get hit clean. He knows how to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know how to survive.
Got good skills.
How to get through them rounds. No, Greg could rumble. If you run down on Greg thinking he's sweet or something, he gonna surprise you. He ain't the one to be playing with.
Nah, he rumble.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. I never been hit.
Mike, I think Slime is saying he wanted to say something. What's up with Slime?
I don't know. I don't see him where he at.
I wanted to say something right quick.
Oh, I ain't even seen, bro. I'm using the laptop for this, so this John set up way different than my phone.
Oh, he says I've been backstage for a grip, Mark. Shake my head. Damn.
Come back. Come back, then.
I'm gonna get up so he could get on, man.
All right, Pop. Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, Coach.
I hope I didn't hurt your channel.
Your algorithm.
Okay.
We ain't hurt your algorithm.
I'll behave today. I was really behaving.
Nah, you was
Sorry,
good,
guys.
man. The knowledge is priceless, man. It was great
Yeah,
talking
this
to you,
was
man.
good.
Nah,
Bob, you
Yeah,
should.
I'm not gonna lie, this was a dope live right here.
You
This,
should
Nah,
come on.
this
Bob, you should
fantastic
come on.
four.
You should come on like once a week, once every other week. That'd be good.
Oh, come on. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah,
Come
you
on.
got the knowledge.
Whenever you feel like it, just let me know, Pop.
All right, guys. Have a good night, guys. All right.
All right, Bob. Love you.
Coach,
All right, brother.
salute.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to hit the hay too, man. I'm hit y'all niggas.
Yeah, for real. I've been on here for 3 hours.
Yeah, and I came home from work. I've been working all day since 6 this morning. I've been up and up. I'm a wild dude right now, dog. Damn it. I'm going on 24 right now. I'm playing games.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we should just cut this down, man.
Salute, man.
Gra.
It was a great live, man. We had 30 people staying here consistently throughout the entire live. And it's 2 in the morning where I'm at. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I appreciate Reed coming on. Clay, my guy, for sure. Slime, even though you didn't come on, I apologize for that. I'm still getting used to this setup. And my pops, you know what I mean? That's my father, man. I appreciate him coming on as well. This was a great informational live, man, for sure. Definitely a classic in the tuck right now. And I'm up out of here, man. So I hope everybody have a blessed, beautiful night, man. Y'all stay safe out there. I'll be back with a video in the morning. I holla at y'all, man. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the mob. We out, man. Peace.
Peace.